All right, everybody's here. We're good. Yes. Everybody's here today. Camille, hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Okay,
Camille.
good. There we go. Everybody, great. What's up, baby?
What's up?
Hey, Greg.
Oh man, Greg. See, this is why you gotta get here on time.
Welcome to Aki and Friends.
Welcome to Aki.
I wasn't
and
ready for the
Friends.
Aki and Friends intro.
Oh, I was.
Oh,
Let me get there. Can I get
we're
there?
sorry.
We're gonna talk later. Let me just, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just get on with my day. Thankfully, I did not have to change the name of the podcast to Aki and Associates. Thankfully. That's where I'm going to start. That's where we're going to be at. Had a great birthday weekend. Great 30th birthday weekend, yes.
Yay, finally 30.
I was going to change the name, though. So many people started flaking about coming. I had a section, you know, when you get it, it's amazing. When you tell people they got to pay for the section, they show up. When you tell people it's free, they be acting funny. And I just I don't get it. It don't make no sense to me. So now everybody got to start putting it on the table.
Oh, I definitely ain't showing up. That's how you get me not show up. Free? More likely. Pay? Nah.
You the reason why it almost turned to Aki and Associates.
No, it's not. It ain't me.
Because had you not come.
Yeah, which was
that would've
because
been the last
XYZ 1, 2, 3 ain't show up. And I was the last little bit. So it wasn't on me.
But
it was everybody else.
You
Don't
the
put that
most
on me.
important. I told everybody you was the most important one.
At least you got invited, Camille. I didn't even get invited.
Yeah, you did. You saw the post.
I did not see the post.
That's not an invite.
That is not an invite.
So when you turn your head, I can't hear you. See? That is an invite. Hey, Greg, I posted it right. It had the address right on it. You could have easily DM me and be like, "Hey, what time you gonna be there, bro?" That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's
He
an invite.
considers you an associate, evidently.
I know. That's
because
sad.
you were supposed to just see it. You're
I
supposed to
know.
see the posting.
And then say, "Oh, Aki's having a party," then let me go and DM him. And no, that's not how that works. I have a life too, Aki.
Aki.
By the way, guys, I'm back.
Aki.
Yeah, I've had a nice vacation. Thank y'all. And it was beautiful.
And he was late.
And I was late today. I'm so sorry. You know how you come off of vacation and you just get back to work.
I'm gonna let you know
It's very
right now.
difficult.
You're gonna get fired. Next episode, you late. If you text me at 10:30 again, talking about I'm on the way, you fired.
I didn't know the call time was 10:30.
I guess
I thought the call time was 10:30,
He
but I
lying.
thought it was
He lying.
11. I know. Okay, I knew it was 10:30. Aki texted me 500 times.
No.
Our
Look
nerd
at
didn't know
this.
that he knew. He making up stories.
But I was thinking we're thinking
No, ain't no thing.
color.
Ain't no
What
color.
is it? CPT time.
No, this not gay time.
We can be here at 11.
No, we not running on your
10
clock.
o'clock for you.
This not the LGBTQ
10 o'clock.
community clock time. We're not running on your clock time.
Okay.
We know y'all run late. We ain't doing that.
No, that's CP time.
Don't do that because all the gay people do not run late.
CP time.
You're right. Some of them run on time.
Some of them run on time. The Caucasian.
How he gonna give our CP time away?
I know. I thought CP. Okay, so CP is really 10:30. So I really should get up at
No, we
8.
don't have CP time.
No, we don't have CP
We
time.
don't have
That's what-
CP
yeah.
time.
This is a white podcast.
This is a white podcast.
Yes.
Well, it's not.
This is
but
white. This is white people's time podcast.
It's still CP because Greg. Technically, we be trying.
No, Greg, you gonna have to change that too, man. I'm just letting you know. Y'all gonna have to change these late habits. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
Well, what time does Greg get here?
Don't worry about it.
But
Greg get here when Greg get here.
not 11. That I can tell you
We
that
just
much.
ain't gonna talk about it. 10:30.
Anyways,
10:30.
everybody else,
Okay,
y'all,
10:30.
everybody else had a good weekend.
10
yeah?
o'clock for you.
Greg, you had a
10
good
o'clock for
weekend.
me. 10 o'clock for me.
My week was pretty fun.
Okay,
Pretty cool.
okay. Camille, you was drinking all weekend. You good?
I'm tired.
You need a refresher?
I need some sleep.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I love your hair today,
Oh,
Camille.
thank you.
I really, really like it.
That's what
I've
I'm saying.
unfortunately had to straighten it 5 times this one time.
Camille.
This 2 weeks. This turn of straightening.
Yeah.
I've had to keep retouching it.
Oh.
It's horrible.
She been
My curls are
glamming.
gone.
She was
My
glamming
curls
all
are gone.
weekend. She was glammed up. She was.
Yep.
Ooh.
And my little.
I saw y'all
Thank you.
pictures on Instagram. I saw y'all big posts.
No, I'm talking about just her whole weekend. She was shotting
Camp.
up.
I can't do
She-
camp no
she-
more.
why?
Officially.
Why not?
I didn't like camp no more, except for like, inside thing. But it's so young.
Inside
It was
Is it
so
really?
young.
Huh?
It was
Oh,
so
wow.
young.
I thought it was too expensive to be so young. No,
How
What do you
is it
mean
young?
expensive?
I thought it was like the drinks and stuff. Everything was high, so it was supposed
They
to
got
be
money.
like big shot callers. The young people.
I mean, it's just regular drinks, right?
Oh,
You
I don't
you
know.
wouldn't know because you don't
I
pay
don't
for nothing.
know.
They were
Oh,
young.
okay.
Look
I
at-
was like, dang,
That's how much the bottles cost.
that's bottle service.
Yeah,
That's about the only thing you can really get. People try to order drinks at our table. The drinks ain't really come. So we had them scratched off the bill. But I
Well,
was
it's
just like,
young.
I was
so
just like,
that's what I
man,
had to
it's not
say.
young.
Really?
It's young.
How do you feel?
So
You
So
just
it's
turned
not-
30, okay? So
how do
It's
you feel
not-
like it's
maybe
young?
that's not young to you.
It's not 30. It's not turned 30.
They're like probably mid, younger 20s. That's what it looked like
That is young.
for me.
Now I can
Yeah.
guarantee you, a lot of people in there was older than us.
Majority was young,
I guess.
which was odd. Well, I guess it wasn't odd, but it's just like it was odd because most of the places I go to is like a good mix, so they're all like
Yeah.
older.
What,
So it was
what
surprising.
made you feel like camp was young though?
I just explained to you
Like, no, I mean, but what makes you feel like the people are young?
because I looked at them.
It's not like
That's
feelings
not.
lyrics.
That's not a. You looking at them does not qualify them as being young.
Maybe not for you, but I know my age meter is not broken,
It is. It has to
and
be.
they're young.
Okay, whatever you feel.
They're
Black
probably
people look a certain way at different ages, and body types change at different ages.
You don't
So
look
I can
your
back
age.
it up.
What do you mean?
If I was to,
You look like
no,
you're in your 20s still.
no, just know when
You
I
do.
say I know that they were a young crowd, they were a young crowd. If people really had the eye that I have, you would know that I'm not 30.
And you could tell you could tell the kids from the older people. You can. You go to Philanthropics, it's like old. And you go to, I guess, camp, it's like young.
Them bodies look young.
Yeah, you can tell that. No, you can't. You
Bodies,
can tell.
he can't tell clearly.
I knew most of the people in there. They're not. That's what I'm trying to. Like all the sections to the left of us. I knew everybody.
That's fine, Aki.
They
That's
were
not what I'm
all
talking
older than
about.
me.
Okay, and
That's half the club.
that's that one side. There's all the middle and all this.
They was older
That's
than us on that
majority.
side too.
You just talking about the sections. The sections is a small percentage of the people that was there.
No, it's not. The sections is majority. That's all you can have at camp is a section. Honestly,
Have y'all been to Address? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Address is fun.
Yeah.
Address is adult.
Yeah.
Address and then Hearts. It's this place
Never
called
been
Hearts
there.
on Tuesdays. The D boys go up on Tuesdays.
What's a D
Are
boy?
you talking about
Like
are you
the
talking about
Dope
Heart?
Boys?
No. You talking about like Heart on Washington Ave?
I think so. Yeah.
That's
I don't
the,
really
that's
know
the
where
other
it
one I
is.
said I can get us into because it's a clay group place.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can get us in? Okay, yes. Thank you, Aki. Yay, party out. We need to have like a little podcast party anyway, and that'll be perfect.
But yeah, that was the first place I went to that was young.
Who is
Last time I went to Grooves, it was young. Last time I went to Grooves, but I don't go to Grooves a lot.
I like Bruce.
I mean, if you want something old, we can go to the spot.
I say, oh,
The Spot. Oh my God, The Spot.
Be cool.
And Third Floor.
Watch what you say.
I love The Spot.
Oh, okay. All right.
I love Spot. My uncle and my cousins in there every week.
Yeah.
the
okay.
spot and Davenport's is older.
Yes, Davenport's. Love Davenport's too.
My-
Aki, I'm ready for you to
my
tell me,
people's own The
ask about my
Spot, so, you know,
vacation
it's
and
cool.
weekend so I could talk about
I really don't want to
everything
talk
I
about
did.
your weekend or where you been or anything. Actually. Greg.
Okay, guys. I'm just
Greg
gonna-
ain't come to the party.
Why
Why
you ain't come,
you ain't
Greg?
come to the party, Greg?
I wasn't feeling too hot. That's why I didn't go.
Okay. What was the matter, Greg?
Allergies.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that because my allergies has been acting up.
I'm about to say mine been acting up ever since we went to camp. I don't even know. Like
It's
There's
my,
a lot of
pollen.
bugs out there.
my eyes, yeah, the pollen. I don't know. Hey, the wings at camp. I was just like, oh,
They
I'm
were
coming
good?
back up here for the wings. Yeah,
They were good.
Okay.
you gotta get a whole.
I really happen. I live right down the street, so I really want to try camp. I really do.
You should. It's
The
fun.
food's good. It's a nice facility.
Hey,
I feel like
hey,
the
baby.
vibe for me is just never there.
Oh, okay.
The vibe is like, I don't know why.
Nah,
What
that-
night was this? Was
That
this
first
Friday or
DJ, that
Saturday?
first DJ
Sunday.
was kind of messing it up.
Okay, that should have been adult.
The first DJ
Yeah, young
was
adults.
off.
Young adults.
Camille, some or whatever. The first DJ was
I
off.
said what I said.
And then Rogers came in and did what Rogers do.
Oh, Rogers DJ? Oh, no, that's a party.
It was. It turned into a party when Rogers
That's a
DJ.
party.
Yeah. Chameleon was also. They didn't want to drink. I didn't
We
buy.
drank.
I was gonna
We
buy.
drank.
I was gonna buy another bottle, but everybody was acting like they didn't want to drink no more. So I was just like, okay. And I was like, if I buy another bottle, it's just gonna be me. And I was like, it wasn't gonna be too many people drinking. I was probably gonna have to drink majority of the bottle, and I was already, me and tequila don't mix. I just realized that.
Tequila.
Huh?
I'm a
What
tequila
happened?
drinker.
You said what?
What happened?
It blacks me out.
Oh.
We don't mix. Luckily, I blacked out when we got home, but it just don't mix.
You gonna still drink it?
What, the tequila? Maybe, I don't know. And the only reason I got the tequila is because I had started drinking tequila here before I left. And so I was like, give me the tequila.
And you say you blacked out. Were you sexually assaulted in this blackout? Because that is the episode for today. So is that what you're getting?
No, that's not
to?
the episode today. Don't be trying to coin my podcast.
No, it is.
No, it's not. It said,
I got
who's the
email.
alpha? It didn't say nothing about no sexual assault. Anyway.
You talking about that one show, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, just the one show.
Oh, it's just a one show?
That's
the
just
others?
that one show.
Oh, we need to. That is a thing, an area that we need to talk about. Well, since Aki doesn't
I
want
hate
to talk
that I didn't
about
watch
while
it.
I was going on vacation, I had a great vacation time. Another one of my friends turned 30. We went to Vegas and we stayed at the
nice.
Caesar. It was fun. It's fun. I brought pictures for everyone to see. Yay.
No. We ain't doing none of that right now.
Right. No,
we'll do
Aki,
that later.
let me show my
that's,
pictures.
That's pre-podcast stuff. Anyways, we on a time limit here. All right, to get here early and you can show pictures.
Okay, well, this is...
Camille get here early.
Wrong. He ain't wrong.
Anyways, thank you for your weekend.
Last weekend we went to we participated. My little beau is a stylist for the pageants.
What's a
so
beau?
he like my little boyfriend,
Boo.
my little
B-E-A-U.
boo.
Oh, okay.
B-E-A-U.
Yeah.
Bo.
And so his contestant won. So shout out to Paris St.
nice.
James. She won.
What
also,
pageant is this?
Yeah.
This is the New Orleans newcomer.
Okay.
So she won New Orleans newcomer pageant. And we also ate at one of my gay granddaddies. He has a restaurant in New Orleans. It's called Up and Adam.
I know. Hey, we're not gonna do that. Is that why you trying to shout that? I thought it was just a restaurant you found. You trying to shout it out because it belonged to your granddaddy?
Well, yeah.
No,
Well,
his
no.
gay god
well, yeah.
daddy.
You said
Yeah.
great
I mean,
granddaddy.
He said
he's,
gay
he's
god-
basically.
whatever.
Did you say
my
great
friend.
granddaddy?
Gay granddaddy.
Gay granddaddy.
He has a
there
gay
you go.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's our gay family, and I just got
It's
the
not
pictures
really his
today.
granddaddy.
It's not. It's really a friend.
It's not blood.
Yeah. So I'm really.
Oh,
this
wait.
is my friend.
So wait, your gay family, they ain't really family?
They're
No,
gay. They're just his gay
they're
family.
just gay family.
Oh.
We had to discuss.
We did.
No,
that's why I
no.
know.
But I thought that was
Yeah,
just
you
like
heard
actual
wrong.
family. Yeah.
This is us.
I
in
thought she
front
was
of
raised
Up
by
and Adam
two.
in New Orleans. Make sure y'all go when y'all
Wait.
go to New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, never mind. I thought you had somebody else with you.
Oh, okay. You know, Aki knows everybody. And that's all I did. And
All right.
I wasn't
Thank you,
invited
Roy.
to Aki's birthday.
We moving on. All right. Anyways, did y'all watch the fight?
No.
Greg, you watched the fight? I need some help here.
With
The Spence fight, yeah.
I actually caught the end of it.
Oh, so you saw him when they called the TKO?
I thought they called it off.
Hey man, when he closed that boy eye, I was like, that was it.
Wait a minute. What fight is this? Come on.
Something in Dallas.
Spence Jr. Earl Spence Jr.
Earl Spence Jr.
Texas own.
Texas own.
He from Dallas, but Texas own.
It was in Dallas.
It was in Dallas. It was him versus Ugas. Look, I knew it was gonna be a problem when he showed up to the weigh-in with black forces. Spence had black forces on,
Oh yeah, that was rap.
and I was like, "Oh, this fight over."
Automatic win.
I was like, they just need to call it now, right?
Don't even show up to the fight. Just collect your money and go home.
Right.
When somebody has some black forces, they're ready to fight.
Yeah,
stay ready.
they not ready to fight. They
Stay
ready to knock you out. Which is honestly, he would have knocked him out had the refs not called the fight.
I want to see it now that y'all talking about it.
Yeah, he closed Buddy eye, and the ref kind of like stopped it the first time.
This is not MMA.
Nah,
This is
it's
regular
boxing. Yeah, he closed
Boxing.
Buddy eye. Exactly.
Like it was swollen
Like you can't open your eye up.
because
he
it's
punched
swollen.
his-
No,
Yeah.
this is what it looked like.
What's that?
Exactly. That's what his face looked like.
I don't know what that means.
Boxing so violent.
Eye closed, and
It was
then
swollen
and then
closed?
and then everything, all the meat around it covered it, so you couldn't even open it if you wanted to.
So it was swollen.
Yeah, he I said that.
No, you didn't. I kept asking Swollen, and you kept saying this and everything else.
You seen Will Smith? There you go, right there.
Swollen shit.
Nah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh.
man. The doctor, the ref had like paused it for the doctor to like check him out, and the doctor called the fight. Like
The doctor had to call it. You
Yeah.
have to call it at that time.
Heck yeah.
I mean,
bad.
that's actually a very dangerous like there's a
can't
UFC
see.
fighter who like he has a fake eye now
Oof.
just because of how bad like his eye has been beaten, and they like pulled his other eye out and put a fake eye in.
Shout out to the people that fight professionally.
Yeah,
'cause
I don't think
it can't be me.
It cannot be me. I don't think I can participate in anything that would just damage my face. I mean, come on, look at me. Why would I just do that? That's terrible, Aki. You know that.
Why do you keep calling me Aki? I need to nip this in the bud right now.
I know it's
Aki
Aki
in French.
I know it's Aki.
It ain't Aki.
But it's like, I'm
You keep putting
from
this gay twang on my.
Studewood,
That's
Texas.
gay. The girls in
Born and
Studewood don't call me
raised
Aki.
Houston, and we stay Aki.
No, you say Aki.
I'm the only one that says Aki.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone says Aki?
Yeah.
Aki. All these times, everybody been calling you Aki. That's not the
They
truth.
either call me Aki or AK.
When we were in,
you the only one that called me Aki.
for real,
Yes.
when we were in school, everybody called you Aki.
No, nobody called me
It's
Aki.
ugly.
You and like three other.
Called him Aki or Aki? Aki?
Yeah, so you got me cussing.
My
See?
apologies. Aki. I really like that name, actually. I think it's a beautiful name. But
It sound like
I just because I'm ghetto, like, Aki, you know?
I'm laughing at him.
No, because you sitting here, you
Aki. That is a lot. It's nice.
you on your horse again today for some reason. I don't know why. All right, let's get into some serious topics.
Okay.
Black men don't cheat. Okay, let me clear that up.
Where's that come from anyway?
Black men
Please tell
do
me
not
where that
cheat.
came from.
Who's that guy?
What?
It came from Think Like a Man or something like that.
What?
Is that
I don't
what
know
they
where
said?
I don't know where black men don't cheat. It's true. It's just a
It
factual
came
statement.
from some movie or show, I
It's
think.
a fact.
Greg, you cheat?
No.
All right, black men don't cheat. See?
That's Greg.
It's so
Anyways,
ignorant.
okay. Look, stop. Let me. I was going somewhere. Calm down. Hold on.
Sure, but that statement
Relax. Ride with me.
in the movement.
Like I was saying, black
annoys
men
me.
don't cheat. Black men, we
I
don't
don't
cheat.
even understand it.
Second off, how dare y'all try to say my man Rocky would cheat on such a beautiful queen?
Oh, ASAP.
Yeah, that was out of pocket.
Granted,
The
the
trolls
girl
gonna
that they
troll.
tried to say he
Jay-Z
cheated
cheated.
with wasn't
The
bad
woman?
either. I was just like,
that girl.
yeah, the woman, the shoe woman.
This
The
is
one he
the
cheated on.
designer.
I was just like, oh, he
Let's
didn't
see
cheat.
her. What does she look like?
He didn't-
What does she look like?
She was alright. She wasn't ugly.
She fine. What you mean? What she look like? She look
So
like.
it's
She not Rihanna.
ASAP Rocky cheated on Rihanna.
Okay,
while
That
she
hold
was
on.
a rumor.
pregnant?
Hold
It
on.
was a rumor.
Okay, so it's not true.
Some dude random on Twitter made that rumor up.
Okay, that's good.
Let's be clear here. First off, if you were to cheat, that's who you cheat on. That's who you cheat with. You know, you at least got to cheat with something fine. Now, as far as like
I
status,
worry about the hope of
he
it.
never gonna be able to cheat on something that got the status of like. There's nobody. I mean, Beyonce. That's the only other woman I can think of right now that got the status of.
So in
of
the
Rihanna.
She's
same
model
breath,
pretty.
you
She
said
has
black
no
men don't
ass
cheat,
and no titties.
but then you said, but if you gon' cheat, see,
Stop cussing today. What is wrong with you?
booby and butt type of
Thank
man.
you. I can't believe you.
I'm so
But yeah, in the same breath, you said black men don't cheat, but if you cheat with somebody better. I just don't get it. I just don't understand.
Aki, I'm not
You're just
getting
a hot
into this
mess.
with you on that. I just don't. I'm just gonna.
I
let
just
it
said
go.
black men don't cheat. What you talking
But
about?
then you gave this like exception.
I didn't give an exception.
You
I
said,
we
but
don't
if
cheat.
you gon' cheat with this is who you cheat with.
I'm telling you we don't cheat though.
So why would you say that?
I'm just saying.
So why would you say that?
Hypothetically,
Not racist.
hypothetically, if you were gonna cheat,
No, because
You gotta,
black men
you know,
don't cheat. It's got to be absolute. That's how you saying it.
what are you, a Sith?
What?
We don't deal in absolutes.
That's what you trying to say with that stupid statement that I don't understand. People cheat. Every color,
You clearly been
Race.
cheated on. You been cheated on?
nationality,
Somebody cheated on
Every
you?
type of
sexual
man,
orientation.
Have you been cheated
every
on?
type of woman.
Why?
Because you acting like you've been cheated
All
on.
the
So
way
have you been
from the
cheated
Middle
on?
East
I just know people cheat.
to the West.
Answer the question. Have you been cheated on,
The
Camille?
people
Yeah.
cheat.
Okay.
What's the point? What did that do for you?
I'm
What is
just,
that gonna segue into?
Aki, have you
Because
been cheated
otherwise,
on?
I'm not answering questions that don't have nothing to do with nothing.
that's actually like further down on the list. Actually, now I think about it.
Have you been cheated on, Aki? Aki?
Where is it? Yeah, it's
You have
part of
been
the
cheated
relationship
on?
thing actually.
Oh, okay.
Like cheating is down there.
Well,
But
bring it
What
up.
about you, Greg?
Cause I ain't say nothing. Answer that for nothing.
We'll get into it
I
later.
assume, but I just
Thank
don't
you.
You
care
should
to
have asked
find
me
out.
then later. Then when it had value.
Camille, I'm not doing this. Look, I'm 30 now. Okay, I don't have time for all this
Proud.
animosity and all this attitude stuff that you be trying to.
You
I ain't got time
started
for it
it.
no more. Okay, I didn't start it. I asked a question.
You knew that
for what
question was
reason?
going to.
Exactly.
I asked a question. Well, honestly,
Thank you.
I can't see how
I'm
a guy
happy
can
you're
cheat
here.
on Camille.
I
First
might
off,
waive your lateness.
I don't know why. I don't know why somebody would cheat on her. You know, I would
we
never.
do not try to
I would
change
never
the
cheat on
subject
her.
and do all types of stuff.
Second off-
that's not where you was going.
Second off, where was I going with it then?
We're
Camille?
gonna
Since
see
you
because
know-
I'm waiting
since
for
you
you to
know
get
so
there because
much.
you ain't talking about it now. I'm gonna wait till you get to the topic you said
relax.
you need to get to.
Just chill. I was asking a question, and you also
what?
came off like really. You came off when I said black men don't cheat. You wanted to tear me up just now. So your attitude
No,
changed.
it
The
ain't
energy
you.
shifted.
It's the top. It's the thing.
Right, your energy shifted. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's because black men cheat.
No,
I don't do well with illogical statements.
I mean, that's just something that we all know.
I don't understand that.
We
statement.
all agree on.
I'm coming in here with a black men don't cheat shirt,
And
so y'all
I'm
know.
gonna.
Oh, my son bought me this for my birthday.
Aww.
He also
nice.
bought me a coffee mug to match, and he
You
got
should
me
have
like
it.
2
You
birthday
should have
cards.
it on
Coffee
the-
mug.
Yeah.
It's in my
We
room.
need Aki and Friends coffee mugs. I'm all about merchandise. And here he goes with a PVMU one.
Hey, we'll
I
take that.
purposely,
We'll take
I
that.
purposely
Shout
don't
out to
show
PV.
the logo.
You purposely don't show the logo?
Yes,
I see it.
that's it. Oh Lord, I tell you,
Go ahead with the next.
I wanted to talk about, I was just saying.
Cheating?
No, I'm mad that they try to lie on a good black man. Especially at a time like this where they're having a child, women are naturally, they
Honestly,
remember 2 times when they was pregnant and the post-mortemization of their pregnancy.
Post-mortemization.
They remember those 2 periods of life and how they got treated then, So it's not, you shouldn't be putting rumors out there like that,
Well, that means she'll get a good push gift. How about that? I'm thinking a new Lambo truck. Yellow.
She got the money. He the bum.
Oh,
He not a bum.
He not a bum, though. He can afford a Lambo truck. I mean,
She got the money.
But
she got the money.
should you have to give a push gift for a rumor? Because
No.
it's like he didn't do anything.
he's going to have to give a push gift anyway.
No, he
Yeah.
not. Greg,
So
Greg answered
it just needs to be more.
But it's just like he
already
didn't
answered
do
it.
nothing
He
for
didn't-
that.
But he didn't do anything for that, but it should be more. But honestly, every time there's a rumor come up, I always feel like there's a little truth to it. Maybe he didn't cheat, but maybe he had an inappropriate conversation with
Well,
her that led to
the first thing that happened
rumor
was
of cheating.
they said it was him and Meg Thee Stallion. That was the first rumor.
Oh, wow.
Right.
I don't think Megan would do that.
No, Megan loves Rihanna.
No,
I feel like the person
that's
that
what they're
did
saying.
it
Like,
is
why they unfollowed her and stuff.
well. I feel like the person that did it, if it is like rumor, that's how you get notoriety these days.
Yeah,
You put
that's
stuff out
true.
there and then boom, you blow up. So
Yeah.
let me think of the most
Actually-
outlandish thing to get my name in the headlines.
Because I wouldn't even looked up the girl's name unless she,
Your mic, just
say it was
pull your
cheating with
mic in
Rihanna.
front of you if you're gonna just keep sliding that way. You also there's a camera angle, so don't forget that like the camera you might be pulling out the angle.
I see.
just be
I see.
be aware of your situation.
I see. I'm very cognizant
Anyways.
of what's going on.
I don't know if you are. You don't have that much like lean room over there.
Okay.
Tori, don't come closer to me. Tori was in Houston this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Tori-
Saturday at camp.
Yeah, that's actually why I didn't go to camp Saturday. Like, it was packed in there Sunday when we went, but it was like packed in there when Tori was there.
It wasn't packed.
Tory
Not when I
Lanez?
left.
What, at camp?
Okay, let's get. Okay, we're upset with Tory Lanez.
No, we're not.
But we
Who's upset with
like
Tory?
Bryson Tiller.
Who's upset
Who
with
shot
Tory?
Megan in the foot?
We don't know.
Okay.
Her friend.
I'm just so confused with this.
All the
with
court
that.
documents are kind of pointing to her friend, but anyways.
And it's not pointing towards Tory Lanez?
Nah, that's why he in Houston partying up. He came to Houston safely, and it was partying with the thugs.
Well, I always thought it was. I'm waiting for the information to come out. Hopefully it does. But I always just thought it was odd that during that whole thing, you know, her and her best friend were everywhere. Yeah. And it's just like the incident happened. Why'd they fall out? It's very weird. It's very interesting. You know,
Why
they
would
can't
she
even
put
find
it
the
on
bullet
Tory
fragments
Lanez,
from her
though?
foot. They done lost the bullet fragments. The bullet fragments they pulled out of her foot. Then they
that's
done
how they
miraculously gone missing.
they lost it from what do they call that? Where they keep the evidence. Yeah. But I heard
Gun
her
residue was found on her friend's hand, not Tory's hand.
Oh, they came out with that? Where's
Why
that?
would she put it on Tory though? Did she not?
You can
like
go look
him
all
too?
this information up.
Yeah, where is it? Where'd you see it?
On LA's what's it called? LA County Public website, whatever their website is. All the like court information
So what
stuff.
else it
You can
say,
pull up
Aki?
trial stuff. What?
They found gun residue on the friend,
Okay.
on her hand. What about Tory's hand?
Tory's finger no gun residue on his hand, and the
Okay.
fingerprints on there were inconclusive, which also it doesn't say it wasn't his fingerprints, but it also doesn't say it was his fingerprints.
Yeah, it just say
It's
nothing.
inconclusive. Yeah,
Nothing.
Exactly.
That's what I would write on the report. Nothing.
Nothing.
no, that's exactly what it was. Yeah. Nothing.
Well, why would Megan try to frame Tory like that? Did she not like him?
Bing,
Okay.
bong.
Did he sleep with the best friend? And
He
she
did.
really wanted him.
I heard
and
that's
then
what the fight was
thing?
over.
It was over him.
I heard the fight was over the best friend.
Oh.
And honestly, I don't even know. Like, you know, sometimes how you might a lie might happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't
just can't
think
control
you
it.
don't think the lie is gonna go that deep.
But you gotta keep it up.
Yeah, and I think that's where Megan's sitting right now.
Okay.
And so, I think she's just kind of hoping, like,
It blows over.
yeah, and like
it
she's
don't
hoping
seem
like
like
the
it.
court, you know, like I think she's hoping like somehow, some way, Tory gets found guilty, right?
So it'll make her be truth. But if
Right.
Tory Lane's really not the person that she's depicting him as, then Megan, that's wrong.
Well, and so this is where like, you know, Tory had a whole little gag order. We talked about Tory's gag
Right.
order, right?
The
And
gag
so-
order was he couldn't say nothing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Period.
but Meg has been the one pushing the narrative and
In the
pushing,
media.
Yeah, and so it's like y'all's lawyers ordered me to not say anything, but you're pushing a narrative, you know, and I can't respond to it.
Oh, I can't defend
I can't,
myself.
'cause, you know, I can't even, you know, I can't say if I'm innocent, guilty, or what happened, you know. So it's like I'm sitting here having to wait, and it's been 3 years, and I'm having to wait for this to even
3
come
years?
out. Yeah,
That's
Or
the first
two.
thing I said.
or I think it's 3.
I don't know if
Been
it's
that long
3.
already?
Yeah, that's crazy. And then his career has tanked
Because it happened
of
in COVID. That was 2020.
right.
So it's 2022. It can't be 3.
You know, and I
2021,
stopped listening to his
2022.
music.
Technically 3.
2020,
In support of
2021,
Megan.
2022.
You count 2021, 2022.
You count 2020 when it started as well.
2020, 2021, 2022.
You don't count. That's not how you count. But that's okay.
By the time he goes to court, it would have been 3 years.
In the future, yes. But right now, it's 2 years.
Sure. 2.5 years. 2.5 years he's been battling this
I wouldn't
this
say that,
terrible
but
case.
it's
And then
okay.
he got kicked out of the United States.
And
had
I
to go
don't
back to Canada.
I don't know.
I'm
You
sorry.
see, he was in Houston. I don't know why you think he was kicked out. He here. He in the And actually, I don't think he can leave the United States right now because he's
On
out
trial.
on bond. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
But look,
it's
so,
kind of like a flight, like, you know.
so I was minding my own business, you know, living my life, and I was on Instagram, and I kept on seeing that performance by Megan, and I was like, oh,
Instagram?
okay.
At the Oscars?
Well, let me finish.
Coachella.
Okay.
So I'm like, I saw the, performance, and I was like, oh, okay, her performing, you know, and then I heard, like, they were posting about, like, oh, she released this new song snippet, and then, like, she posted it, and she said, oh, everybody loved it at Coachella, and I was like, oh, Coachella passed. Oh, that makes sense. Why I saw the, and then I finally listened to the song, and I was like, whoa.
I think I heard
Have you
a
heard
snippet
it?
of
It
the
was
song.
so emotionally charged. It was just too much for me. Probably because I've been like working on my piece and like cultivating it. But it was just so emotionally charged because it's like I didn't realize there was new things popping up with the case. And she goes on the song and she only plays like what 30 seconds maybe, and it's like, yeah, I shouldn't, bomb, like I'm trying not to cuss.
Right.
Can I say like the letter and then word?
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
She was like F word, and she was like, that's why I popped playing bees. I wasn't going. Yes,
Oh,
and then she was like, I'm the reason why you this and other girls that, and I was like, wow, like it was so much energy, and I was just like, I didn't like it. I mean, like back in the day when I was like into that, yeah, but it's just like looking back now, it's like to give so much, and I get it, they're in that career, right, where you make money off that and stuff like that, but it's just so much energy and so much power that you give that other person.
Is she is she like, this is a diss towards Tory Lanez
yeah,
in their relationship?
it has to be the timing of it.
Wow.
And this is
you have
why
to listen to it.
Yeah.
It's
this
like
whole
if you
thing
want
is
a
messy.
song to say like F somebody,
It definitely is messy.
that yes it is.
It's
It's
real
so
messy.
and they're in the middle of it. It's just like I didn't like it. It made me cringe.
She keeps
Really?
playing this trope.
I'll play it for you after this.
And honestly,
Okay, yeah.
like,
Cause you're gonna go,
I'll be honest, I feel like this situation made her bigger.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
I think it helped.
I feel like it helped her status
Hold on,
as
let's just
a
pause
star.
right there. Let's just pause, because I mean, a lot of things we talk about Megan Thee Stallion.
Talking into your mic.
I was getting ready to cough. That's why. Let's just pause right there, because a lot of things we talk about Megan Thee Stallion. I really, really love Megan Thee Stallion, and it's been a long time since we've had a female artist from Houston, a female rapper artist from Houston that has
no, she doesn't
standing career.
What is she? How is she? Why is she a superstar right now?
The song with Beyonce,
That's
the Savage,
it.
that
No,
was,
that
and
that
then
is
the
it.
TikTok thing, the
She
Savage
already had
dance that
notoriety
blew
before.
up. Yeah, the Savage
Her
dance that blew
albums-
up. It was crazy. Tina Snow. Do you
Her
remember
albums
when
don't
she
do that
came
great.
to Prairie View? I mean, that performance
bro.
was
What are you talking
it
about?
was stupid.
didn't see that.
They fought after that. It was like over. Like it was crazy. It was like Megan Thee
They
Stallion
didn't-
had so much star quality.
They didn't
Star
fight after
quality.
that. It was a couple. They didn't fight after that.
They didn't fight after that. It was a couple of performances after that,
Matter
but it
of
was
fact,
the night.
they didn't
of.
fight that night.
But Megan, they did.
No,
'cause-
they didn't. That was the next night they fought.
No, because when I came back, they
Lloyd,
was like, everybody
Lloyd,
go
I promise you, you can't tell me nothing about
Continue about Megan,
home.
Lloyd.
Okay. Anyway,
Continue.
but Megan, it's just she has that star
Lloyd,
quality.
you're-
She's a great.
You see the J Lab? I'm about to smack you. Talking to the J Lab.
Why are you so hostile?
Because I literally
See,
switched
Lloyd,
these
I
mics
like
on.
it because
Sorry.
it makes me not look so bad because
I
it's just
know.
him.
I
You
know.
know, so it's like it
I'm so
balanced the
sorry.
It's not
crazy.
me.
So I
I
don't
was about
get
to
it.
slap him. It's just.
I do apologize.
I hate repeating
I
myself.
want to talking to J Lab.
Thank you.
Okay, and the way she just, I mean, delivery, her bars, she's awesome. She's really, really awesome. And I think she's a positive influence in Houston that we need.
It depends on how you look at
Stop
it.
it.
I can't take that away
Stop.
from you.
I really
Stop
do. You can't take her bars away from her. You can't take her story away from her. How
All
her
right.
mom was a rapper and now she's a
First
rapper.
off, I'm kind of. Oh, let's do whatever. All right. Anyways, on to my next topic.
We love you, Megan.
Anyways, Biden had rappers at the White House. He think he
He did?
Obama.
Who do you have?
Who do you
That's
have?
a real question.
Moneybag Yo was up there.
Really?
Um,
I love Moneybag Yo.
I didn't go down the list of people. I know Moneybag Yo for sure because he posted on Instagram, and then it was like a couple of he had some black celebrities up there, and he was kind of
what's
for
this?
Easter. It was for the Easter egg hunt. He was pandering to the black people. To the black community.
Oh, okay, yeah. Who was the lady who did the football thing in heels and a suit? That was
See, I missed
really
all this. I'm
captivating.
sad
Yeah,
now.
I think it was Yolanda Adams. She did like the thing. She ran in the little football thing with the suit. You know how they do like the little exercises and stuff, where they jump over the stuff with the
like
football
the
in their
drills
hand.
and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She
Hey,
did it
y'all
with
know-
heels and a suit. So shout out to girls. Girl
Y'all know
power.
y'all know my real beef with Biden and black people.
What?
Black people gave Trump so much hell, talking about he racist and everything like that. And Biden the only one that called black people the N-word or told people they wasn't black if they didn't do something that he wanted them to do. That's the most like kind of.
When did he call them the N-word?
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. You can literally,
you trying to
can
dig
Google
stuff out the
no
grave?
no you can. Biden has a history of just racist. They used to call him Jim Crow drugs.
I
for a reason.
understand that.
You not black if you don't vote for me was when he was running for office.
Stuff was like repeatedly during his reign, so I get it. It's not excusing
what did Trump do
Biden.
racist during his reign?
His people. Make America great again. We really know what that meant.
No, y'all don't. Y'all don't know what that meant.
Maybe not for him, but his people was.
No, don't none of y'all know what that means. No,
that's
y'all
what
don't.
That was. Okay, what's it mean?
Y'all don't.
Okay, what's
if
it
you
mean?
actually look at the way he pulled out that campaign and that slogan, he did the same thing Ronald Reagan did at a time when America, like,
he wanted to bring jobs back to America.
Whoever the president was before Ronald Reagan, the economy was like tarnished back then. There's only been two real presidents to like really build the American economy, like just like really build the American economy, and that was Reagan and Bill Clinton. Those are the only two that really just did something like useful for the economy of America. But Reagan's slogan was "Make America Great Again."
I understand
now,
that.
when Reagan said it, it was even like I said Bill Clinton, JFK also. But
Jimmy Carter was the president before Reagan.
Right, Jimmy Carter Biden is the Jimmy Carter right now. Biden, like, they hated Jimmy Carter, had the country so torn, like messed up. You know, he was a good guy, Jimmy Carter.
Right.
Him as a president was terrible. If you just like go look at that time in history. So when Reagan came out with the "Make America Great Again" and everything like that, and the whole like wanted to have the war on drugs and cleaning up America and like all this other stuff, like when Reagan said "Make America Great Again," let's be clear, you weren't too far off from too many generations down from we just got civil rights and all that, you know? So it's when Reagan said it, it's like, yeah, nobody peeped a word if you just go look at it back then. You know, people went with it, people understood that he was trying to rebuild the economy. When Trump said it, we were just mad at, like, people let the media get them oversensitized and let other people, like, people really are oversensitized to everything that Trump said. And through that, now we've come through a slippery slope where people were mad because this judge lifted this mask mandate for airlines and transportation and everything and told the Biden administration, CDC, that they were overstepping at this point. You know, people were mad at that, but at the same time, there's no tolerance for people who don't want to, like, the whole gender identity thing, right? There's no tolerance from them same people who want to believe in the gender identity. Like,
I don't know where you're going with that part, but going back to the "Make America Great Again"
tolerance
part
is what I'm saying. You're the tolerance, the different level of tolerance that we have for different things is where we're having an issue and problems in America, to where this is why gas is high right now. This is why there's inflation right now, because we've allowed our emotions instead of logic to take control. You know,
I understand that. But in my counter to your make America Great Again and the backlash with Trump now versus then, and then him versus Biden and the whole racial thing, is because we had the Black Lives Matter thing going on, and you had the
Biden has spoken against Black Lives Matter at this point.
So
Biden said we need to fund the police. At this point.
At that point, was he?
No, at this point, he has said this recently.
Yeah,
this is all recent things he said.
Anyway,
let me finish. He did say in his state of aggression he wants to fund the police. However, that doesn't mean he's against the Black Lives Matter.
And that's calmed down now.
Right, exactly.
So it's like, so you have Black Lives
What's
Matter.
Calm down?
Listen, you've had Black Lives Matter, and then you have Blue Lives Matter, and then turned to White Lives Matter. So then now it became a black and white issue within America.
All Lives Matter.
So that happened. And then
that was pre-Trump, though.
And then Trump's followers were mostly like Confederate wearing rednecks. And they were pushing that. So that's where that came from. Trump's plan might have not been that, but that was the cloud around everything that made it seem like that.
Liberal Democrats are just as racist as the rednecks, if not more.
Yeah, but which one's more blatant? Which one do people see?
You should want the more blatant one, because the ones who don't tell you nothing go behind your back and do stuff.
You're changing the subject.
I'm not,
because I'm saying what we see, and what you see.
You're talking about two people who are
I'm just trying to explain
racist.
it. You don't have to agree with it.
Actually, honestly, I'm friends with more Confederate flag wearing white people than I am with liberal Democratic white people who don't treat me bad at all.
Okay.
But
we're going based off stereotypes, and that's what this whole thing is. What I'm saying.
You're going based off stereotypes built off the media, though, built off the side that doesn't like them or want them to be around.
I'm not arguing you. I'm just telling you that's why.
That's
the reason, and that's all I gotta say. I ain't gotta go digging into nothing. I'm just telling you that's the way it was.
That's what y'all believe the digs though.
What?
Y'all's emotion comes from the digs. It does.
No, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just talking about answers the question as to why Trump was deemed more racist than Biden, and then why this Make America Great Again was different than the past Make America Great Again because of that.
Right. But Trump used racism to exploit.
Throw me my towel. Biden uses racism to exploit. Trump, you can almost say, doesn't.
Trump used racism to exploit what he wanted to do, and that's why I felt that was wrong. No, wait.
How did he exploit what he wanted to do? I mean,
okay, with the whole Make America Great Again, all he wanted to do was bring more jobs to America, which was okay, which was good. But why do you need Republicans? Why not run as a Democrat? That's one thing he used to exploit racism, because he ran as a Republican.
You didn't hear anything I just said, did you?
I heard everything you said, Aki.
Democrats are as racist as Republicans.
Exactly, but my thing is,
and he used to fund the Democratic Party.
He used to fund Democratic Party as a lot.
Democrats are also,
but we know that more black people are Democrats. So my thing is,
Lloyd, I have a question for you. When did black people start being Democrats?
Black people started being Democrats around the right around the 60s, like the
Greg, when did black people get the right to vote?
During the civil rights time. During civil rights.
You know what?
And then a lot of the other people that are on the civil rights were Democrats. And that's why black people started voting Democrats. But a lot of black people now are Republicans.
A lot of black people voted Republican way before then.
Well, yeah, and in history they did, because Republicans more so wanted, like, they're all about like money, as far as like money being made in the United States. So that was their big thing about that.
And we talked about why Trump ran Republican.
Yeah, it's more lucrative. It's strategy.
Yeah, of course.
We've already discussed that.
It was strategy.
Yeah,
and
but
then
you
the
brought
other
it up.
side was Obama. He was trying to go against Obama too.
He was talking, and then you brought that up. You had said.
Lloyd said most black people were Democrats, and I said, how long have black people been Democrats?
Since the 60s.
No.
Black people were Republican first, before the 60s, and after the 60s, it was Democrat.
That's what I'm trying to figure out where Lloyd was going with it.
I'm just trying to say that
you keep trying to make Trump a more racist person than Biden, and I keep trying to tell you, you feel this way because the media has told you to feel that way. You don't feel that way based off of the things Trump has said or his actual actions or things he has done towards the black community.
Lloyd, do you feel Trump is more racist than Biden?
He does.
I do feel like Trump is more racist.
Okay, that's cool. Biden has done more racist stuff than Trump, and more racist things that affect the black community throughout time than Trump has ever has.
And you know
that's his opinion.
And it's not an opinion. It's a fact-based thing I can pull up.
I'm talking about that's Lloyd's opinion. Why you getting hostile?
I'm not getting hostile.
Yes, you did.
I'm not. Calm down. I'm not getting hostile.
That may
Do
be
not
true,
project on me and try to get
me.
Biden is for us now.
You had just yelled. Stop telling me to calm down.
So maybe
because you're trying to get me to get rowdy. See?
Why
that's what he do when he
know
he wrong.
I didn't have to bleep the last episode at all.
What the F you mean relax?
No, you can't say the word either. I only let her do that for the song lyrics.
That was a song quote.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And he trying to tell me to calm down. I was calm.
You weren't calm. You started getting aggressive.
No, I didn't.
You know what?
I was just telling you what you didn't want to hear.
Because you watched the ultimatum, right? And I thought about that last night. When the little black girl and the guy got into a little argument because he didn't like her facial expression, which... that part was like so immature to me. I was like, you don't like her facial expression, so you getting mad at her? And then he started raising his voice, and she started raising her voice. She was like, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. And then they just start yelling over each other, you know. And I'm just like, and they both were like, I'm calm. He was like, this is how I just express myself. And she was like, I told you you're not gonna. This is what we're going through right now.
No, it wasn't.
And I don't like
that.
that.
Was fine.
No, you don't realize your body language. You see how you sit up? You sit up like you're gonna try to deck me or something.
No, that's you.
You turning
that's
red.
You and your
look,
traumas
you yelling.
popping
See,
out at
you
me.
starting to yell at me, and then
I was trying to calm you down.
You butted in, yeah, and that's what I was trying to tell you.
And that's when you got mad, and that's when you told me to calm down.
You're not listening.
Because you got defensive.
You see this? This is what happened last night. I'm not mad.
No, they were yelling. They were arguing.
Yeah, they were because they started cussing at each other. I'm telling you though, I wasn't mad. I'm not yelling. I'm speaking passionately. Worked up.
Yeah, and I was telling you like
passion. I can be passionate about it.
You can, but I was like, hey.
I didn't call him out his name.
We know. I was just letting you know that that's not what he meant.
When I start cussing, then
oh my God,
then you need to tell me to calm down.
You were getting worked up over something that you misheard. Yeah, and I told you that.
Let him do that.
Because
he got
y'all was
balls.
about to go
he
to
can talk
left.
for himself.
No, because y'all was about to go left.
He gave, but
no
he can still talk for himself. You think
now you doing jabs at people. Lloyd didn't ask for that. Lloyd was not even in
it. Sexual orientation.
Being gay is not a jab.
No, you were jabbing him talking about his balls.
I'm saying he got balls.
Gain acting.
Why his balls got to get him?
Because he got balls.
And then you brought his sexual orientation.
Because he a man. He still. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Let me not say that. Lloyd, do you identify as a man?
I do identify as a man.
Okay, Lloyd. Boy, I just thought of.
He don't listen to the podcast when we hear.
Lloyd got ice on his neck.
See, look at him deflecting.
Okay. Nah, because I honestly just noticed all these chains he was wearing, like he a rapper.
I'm on TV.
Okay. Greg, you got something to say over there?
So I think the only thing I can think about is how social media kind of plays a part in all of this.
Thank you, Greg.
I'm not agreeing.
What topic are we talking about?
This is what we're talking about right now.
I know you're not agreeing with me,
but I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with anybody. All I'm saying is this is how social media kind of skewed things.
Wait, what topic are we talking about right now?
He's talking about the Biden-Trump thing real quick.
We still talking about Biden and Trump?
I'm not like he's doing.
I'm doing an overview
of Biden and Trump.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was talking about the show. That's
we was, but I only brought the show up because of the argument.
But that's why I was confused on what topic.
Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, so I think to answer your question, it's more. I think it's because of how social media kind of just evolved over the last 5-10 years. Mm-hmm. Everything is so instant now. We see stuff. We can see stuff literally happen 2 seconds ago. And post on Twitter, and we talk about it right then and get real time reaction. And I think because of that, when we see all these things that Trump said, either in context or out of context, however you want to put it, people react to it. And then when people see, when we talk about making America great again, the one thing that people can remember about Trump was he always went at Obama.
He always what?
Went at Obama for the birth certificate thing.
Yeah, that's true.
When people talk about Trump, it always is. That's the layer. That's the foundation of where things start from down.
No,
even though it could.
I mean, that's the public.
That's what I'm saying.
Eye view of layer where it started.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like
it's a lot deeper than that.
Well, yeah. We know it's deeper. I'm just saying, just from like the average person that don't really look into this stuff. That's
the media turned it into a black and white thing.
That's the first thing they remember. It's that base level situation.
Yeah, I don't see Trump as racist.
No, and
that's his followers
so. I think for me, I wish I had more like an explanation of what it meant now.
What, make America great?
Right.
You said what?
I wish I had more of an explanation then what it meant.
Well, it got overshadowed by the movement.
It got overshadowed by two. No. It got overshadowed by two things. One, the left and their propaganda they were putting out to fight
propaganda.
Let me finish. Can I finish? Thank you. The left and their propaganda that they put out. I am, but I'm saying it came from two different areas.
Okay.
The left mainstream media and left like that side put out all these like supercut videos and stuff of just like racist things along the lines, like stuff that happened racially in the past with Trump's words that he was saying and the slogan "Make America Great Again." Now, anybody who works in video editing or film editing and stuff, we know that if we find the right clips and we can cut your words correctly, we can make whatever we want.
We can tell any story we want.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what happened. So that happened. Plus, you have people like the Confederate flag rednecks who were supporting him. So yes, you had the rednecks who were supporting him. So it was just a combination of both of those things.
Yes, we've agreed.
It's the rednecks that should really be mad because Trump did exploit them. He exploited their racism.
Yeah, but
to
black people get exploited by Democrats. So we're the rednecks of the Democratic Party.
So, do you think that we should start voting Republican?
I do, actually. Most of y'all actually agree Republicanly. You probably not, because you kind of...
What do you mean?
You're more liberal, like
I do think everyone
further
should
down
have,
the left.
Everyone should have
left
universal health care. I mean, something we need.
That's something
People
I think
shouldn't be
most
dying on the
people agree
street.
on. The healthcare thing. See, when y'all start talking about healthcare and universal healthcare, Democrats could have made that day one. Gave us universal healthcare. We could have got it by now. They have the House, they have the Senate, and they have the White House.
That's true.
They don't agree with universal healthcare.
That is true.
So it's not a Republican or Democrat. Like those certain issues, you can't say, "Oh, well, it's not," because it's not
more
that
bipartisan. You're right.
I understand. Right. The universal healthcare thing, we don't have it because a lot of the politicians get paid by Big Pharma, or they get paid by these big hospitals. They get paid by America. You can get better healthcare and better like if you're rich or whatever, you can go to other countries and get better health services and more life-saving procedures than you can here in America, because here in America it's not about life-saving, it's about how much money we can make to keep you sick.
Exactly.
How long can we keep you surviving to make money off you while you're sick? Not how can we save you.
Because I mean, honestly, chemo, it has to be some better way to treat cancer than chemo.
What's it called?
Stem cell research?
No, stem cell. In America, is stem cell research. Overseas, you can get stem cell therapy and stem cell things done that cures you of things that they say you can't be cured.
It's called a plant-based diet, exercising regularly, and drinking water, and de-stressing. That's what it's called.
Okay, it's called that, but that's also preventative. Like once you have the cancer, you need something.
You can change your
you
diet.
Can't change
your
diet to
your lifestyle
to save you from cancer.
Yes, people have done it.
People have done it now. And then it's this
Especially
doctor called
now,
Dr. Warlock.
10 plus years later, it's a lot more cases.
I got you. I'm taking you by your word. I believe you.
And also look up Dr. Warlock, because he's really good with that kind of stuff too.
No, I'm not looking nobody up that has doctor and Warlock in their name.
He's a good doctor though.
He should have just stuck with Warlock or Doctor. He should pick one.
Now it's not the absolute, because everybody's case is different, but it is a thing.
I got you. What I'm saying is,
I understand. I was just saying that for myself.
No, I got you.
Not for you.
And you're actually yes, you're correct. I was just saying, outside of America, you can get
yeah, we heard you. We agree.
Way better treatment if you got money. Anyways, moving on with today's show. You didn't watch Tokyo Vice?
Nope.
So one of my shows on my watch list is Tokyo Vice. I don't know why you didn't watch it.
I want to watch it.
It's about a white guy.
Is this on Netflix?
It's on HBO Max. It's a white guy. His name is Jake Adelstein. He's a reporter. It's a real story. It's a true story. He was in Japan in the 90s, and he kind of did a whole deep dive story on the Yakuza and everything, how they operated. He's known as a Yakuza expert at this point. But what was so dope about him is it wasn't normal for an American or a foreigner at all to be able to go to Japan and even work at a newspaper. Because in Japan you got to take a test and everything, so you got to know how to read, write, and speak Japanese to even work at the newspaper he was working at. And he was working at the biggest newspaper in Japan, Wow. But he was trying to cover murders and homicide and stuff, and the way they were making him write about it, it didn't make sense to him. They weren't really letting him be a journalist. So he became cool with some officers who worked in those departments, and they kind of
gave him the real story.
Well, they gave him the real story. Plus, it was a string of murders happening with some life. It's not so people were getting loans, right, and they were killing themselves or appeared to be have killed themselves or murdered or something like that
after the loan.
Yeah, if they defaulted on the loan, right? Oh. And the reason why is because they got a copy of the loan paperwork from the loan company and everything. The reason why was because the loan company basically, if you killed yourself or something, the paperwork was also a life insurance policy.
Oh,
so they got paid. Yeah, they got paid their money regardless. So if you defaulted, they were going to pay. They get paid anyways. They just need you to die.
Oh, that's good. That's a good show.
Yeah, and so it's him digging up that, and then he ended up getting help from like it was two Yakuza factions going at it with each other, and he got help from one of the other Yakuza boss on like the stories and stuff, you know.
The Yakuza boss are like the Chinese boss, the
No,
Japanese boss.
Yakuza, yeah, the Yakuza boss. It's called the Obion or Obion Oshibin, something like that. I can't.
It's like
something
the
like
mob of
that. Yakuza
Japanese?
is mob of Japan, yeah.
Okay.
Yakuza, like they're.
I think I heard that on Kill Bill.
Well, Yakuza. Well, because it's like they say they derive from like Ronin, which Ronin were like basically samurai without masters. Yeah, so like that's where they kind of claim that they've come from. But like Yakuza at one point, they ran the underworld of Japan, you know. So yeah, it's a good show.
I'm gonna put it on the list. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna start tonight.
You watched Anatomy of a Scandal.
Oh my God!
You know
I
what?
stayed
Actually,
up.
hold on, wait. Let me flip this. We're gonna flip this. Let's talk about Ultimatum real quick,
Okay.
and then we're gonna go to Anatomy of a Scandal.
Because of that.
Because Anatomy of a
that's
Scandal
good.
has
That's so good.
has what I really are. Who's the alpha talk that I want to talk? Like
Mm-hmm.
how Camille be trying to pee on me in here. You know, she be trying to hump me for dominance and stuff.
Hump
Like
you.
For dominance.
No, I don't.
I don't think Camille would have to. For
Thank you.
dominance.
she
If
does have
wanted
to.
it.
She can have dominance over me.
If she
be
wanted
trying to fight
dominance.
so hard.
I feel like
but
if
she
Camille
can't. She
wanted
can't have it.
dominance over you,
First of all,
Aki,
can't
she
nobody
would
have no
it.
dominance over me.
She would have it.
It's impossible. People have tried. They've
Yeah,
lost.
because you a hostile little baby.
I'm not a hostile person. I am a true alpha male. Me, man. All the
Alpha
way.
males
100.
don't have to fight for their alphaness.
I don't have to fight. I kill people. Stop playing with me.
No, you
Anyways,
don't.
Okay, so The Ultimatum
Thank you.
is a show that's on Netflix, and it has Nick Lachey and his wife.
you keep turning.
And I watched a little bit of it, but I fell asleep.
Aw.
I know, I'm so sorry.
watched
No,
it
it's a
all.
show by Nick Lachey and his wife,
Yeah.
They're hosting it.
which is a funny.
it-
Like it's another. It's like didn't they have
They
like
host it.
which one was theirs? Love Is Blind is the other one, right? The other show.
Right.
They host it. I don't know that
They host it.
It's not a host. They don't host.
They don't host?
That-
I mean,
what would you
they're
call
on
it?
there and they speak.
Are they giving advice?
No.
They just
No. They're on there.
Host it to
I think
me.
they're on there for all of like maybe we'll call it 4 episodes.
Okay. So how many black couples, how
They
many
host
white
it.
couples do they have?
No, I mean
That's
a
what's
host like
important.
is actually like
don't they have different types of hosts?
we
The
don't
hosts
see
don't
them
have to be there all the time.
Okay, yeah, and that, and
Like
you're
an MC
at
host.
that definition, sure, they
Yeah.
host it.
They just kind of like are the people that are in charge.
Right.
I said with your definition, yeah.
And do they
I'ma
come
just
up with
explain
like
to Lord.
different games? Do they come up with different games for them to play
They
and
don't play
stuff?
games.
Or
It's
They
not
just
it's not a
kinda,
game. It's a
Like if you were at a workshop,
Mm-hmm.
they're the instructors.
okay,
They're
okay.
the ones like guiding and saying like
Like
you
boot
know
camp or something?
and narrating.
they're not even doing that. She's giving them too much credit.
No, that's the best way for me to explain it
I know,
to him
but
so he can understand.
you're giving too much credit now at
because
this point.
because it depends on what workshop you're at. Some workshops they just tell you the
It's
instructions
self-guidance work. Yeah,
and you do
there
it.
go. That's
so it's
that's
the
what it
same
is.
thing.
They give you instructions, and it's a self-guided
That's what I've
tour
been
through
saying
this.
the whole
Okay.
time.
One of the self-help
It's
book
okay.
type stuff.
Yes.
He understood.
Yes.
I understand.
No, Greg had a question. See, you can't hear everybody like I can.
There he goes
Gotcha.
again.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you.
Anyway, so it had one black couple. It had
Yeah, two
one
black
mixed
couples.
couple.
Randall and Shaniqua are black. Ray and Zay are black.
She was mixed.
I don't care if she's mixed. She still look black.
So like I said, I had
If
one
she didn't
black
tell you
couple,
she was mixed, it's
and
two
they
black
had
couples.
a mixed couple where the guy was black and the girl was mixed.
She's black.
And then the rest were, I guess they were white.
Hey, speaking of Ray, my homeboy. Let me not put him. out
But
there
it was
like that.
interesting. So
Your
how much
homeboy
did you
did
see?
what with Ray?
Nah, she was out at a club with him, and he like posted a video. She was throwing it back. I was like,
Oh, was this on the ultimate?
I was like, oh,
was she
nah,
giving an
this is
But wait,
ultimatum?
so how much did you watch? Did you understand the concept of it?
Oh, she's very pretty. No. I don't understand the concept. I did not understand the concept of it. I was trying to get it, but I had just got through with the autonomy of.
Oh yeah.
To be
so
honest,
you watched that and I didn't watch it.
To
so
be
pretty
honest,
much it was about, I think it was like 8 couples, give or take, and pretty much one of the partners has given the other one an ultimatum. Okay. Did you watch it, Greg? No. So one of the partners have given the other one
I keep hearing about it.
Oh yeah. So one of the partners gives the other an ultimatum, right? And it's just like, I want to get married. And the other one is like not doing whatever, right? So they go on the show, and this is kind of like their last thing to try to like make it work.
Oh, the last chance, Hail Mary effort.
Yeah, right. And the funny thing is that I noticed is the people that were giving them ultimatum, they really like were controlling, because it's like they were like, I'm going on the show because they're gonna see that I'm the best thing for them. They're gonna be with me. And I was like, dang, because it was a group of them that did it. So they go on the show, and pretty much they introduce the show, and then they say, okay, you're going to date the opposites and the couples.
It was an option.
Or whatever. So pretty much that's the basis of the show. And then they have this like time where they date the other couples. I think it was 5 maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They date the other couples, they get to know them, and then they choose which other significant other do they want to be with. And they do 3 weeks living as like husband and wife. They get an apartment, and they live and sleep in the same bed for 3 weeks with this new person.
You skipped a step.
And that's fine. You can correct it later. So then they do that, and then the weird thing is they're like living as these new couples, but they see each other all the time. So then they're like discussing like the new boyfriend or girlfriend in front of the old boyfriend or girlfriend. So it's very, very uncomfortable. And they talked about it, which was nice, because they were really real about their feelings. And then after that, they switch over and they do 3 weeks back with their original boyfriend girlfriend, and then they decide if they're gonna propose and like get married, if they're gonna leave single, or if they're going to choose someone else, choose the new person. Scandalous. Hold
on, wait, because 2 of the couples at the beginning, like after a little dating phase or whatever, 2 of the couples proposed to each other. Right.
The old couples or the new couples?
No. Like at the beginning, there was.
That wasn't a step in it. That just happened.
It was a step. That was an option.
Huh?
That was one of the options.
To propose.
Like at the first dinner, you can either pick one of the other people that you've been talking to or whatever to go live with, or you can decide right then and there that, hey, look, I don't want to go no further on the show. That person I came here with was the right person for me.
Yeah, but it was some stuff behind that, because it's like that stuff happened by default. Because go ahead. Both of the ones that proposed before the choices were made to do the first 3 weeks, that was by mishap.
The first one,
because it was some stuff. I'll explain. Go ahead.
The first one, one of the chicks, I think
Alexis,
yeah,
and Hunter.
I think she figured out that she wasn't gonna find better than Hunter. I think she realized that.
You didn't mean think she realized? Nobody chose her.
Well, she. Wait. She was also one of the ones running around there though, talking about some. You gotta have money if you're gonna, I need somebody to take care of me. All this.
She makes more than her guys. Man.
Well, so a lot of the guys though, and this be my beef. Like me and my homeboy, I've been having a conversation with him about it, because I'm like, bro, it's not like you don't make money right now, but like we had to talk about it, and I was just like, a lot of them were like, oh, I'm trying to be financially stable before I get married first and all this other stuff, and I'm like, I mean, it's cool, right? But you can't be using this woman as like a placeholder until you ready,
True.
And I'm just like you.
That's true.
You gotta let her go. Like,
yeah, one of the guys had said he admitted to it later. The black guy, because there was 2 black guys, the black girl and then the mixed girl, and the couple that was like both black. He's Omega actually, but anyway, he admitted, because that was his thing. Like, she did the ultimatum, right? And he was saying he wanted to be financially stable. Later on, after everything, he admitted to like he was using that as a crutch.
Yeah.
Those damn.
Because if the real problem was like they just weren't getting along, and he would default to say that. Yeah. And I was just like, I feel like that, because like I think one of the dads has said that like, hey, you're never gonna be financially stable. Like you can't base relationships off. And a lot of guys do say that.
Right. A lot of guys say that, and because they I think
I feel like it's true, but then they do use it as a crutch.
Well, no, and so
you know, like you do want to be it, but you
I
shouldn't
think
let it
social
hold
media,
stuff up.
social media has
social
bamboozled
constructs.
us
Really?
into thinking
Oh,
that
yeah, definitely.
that-
Where does it come from? Please enlighten me. Because
Wait, what is it with
I posed
bamboozled?
a question this weekend.
Where's the bamboozle?
Yeah, where y'all get that from?
Because social media makes you feel like you need all this money to like
For a woman?
Yeah, well, for a woman, and actually that's part of the list. Like just how social media has influenced like all this, like just the thought process. Of
So like the
dating.
rap songs and stuff?
No,
like,
no,
got trick money?
No, rap is different.
Okay, so we're not talking about rap. So
Yeah,
social
because
media.
rap we understood
So
was
reality
fantasy.
TV? Is that what it is?
No, social like literally Instagram,
Jasmine
all that,
trick on
Okay.
like all that. Like when you see other guys, like girls, my man bought me a Range, or we got this house and all that. Guys want to.
I got a house at 15 years old.
Yeah,
Exactly. You do the same thing.
Right.
Oh my god.
That's how they be talking though.
nah, I'm just
Wait.
but like
I mean, 15 is true.
Like-
That was funny though.
a lot of guys have this process that they need to hit. They need to at least get to like 1 million before they could. Like,
Is it really
that's financially stable
social
to them,
media that did this to y'all? So
Or
this is
is it
recent.
like-
I'm not speaking.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking for me. I'm speaking on men
That's
in
what I'm
general.
talking about.
But
and
is it
my
like
friends-
You
society?
speaking for them,
Uh,
so keep talking
yes.
about us.
I'm talking about my friends. I'm not really speaking on me.
Speak on behalf of them.
Honestly,
That's what I'm doing.
Honestly,
Okay,
Yeah.
so was it social media? I feel like
I
it
think
goes beyond
social media. No,
Because
it's
social media is new.
it's no, but that's the problem.
And I don't know
But
where
you're
this
young,
came
so
from.
I don't
because
know if you
Well,
can count for my people.
no. I'm counting your people too.
I
'cause
don't know if that counts
social
for my
media,
people.
social media. Nah, it does.
I don't know where
My
this
people
came
are
from.
34
Let me
and up.
tell y'all. My grandparents got married at
Who was in my
18,
section?
and they went
know
home
people.
to their mother's house.
know, O'Rock and Josh.
My granddaddy went to his mama's house.
They
They-
can't count for
They're not
everybody.
listening to me.
No, I'm just. But
They're having a moment.
when I hang out with that entire crowd, they account for half the single men in Houston.
I'm pretty sure they
They
don't
do?
say it's.
I don't think so.
He
Like,
the one who said
well,
that
wait, hold on,
Cam
wait,
wasn't
no.
young,
For
too, so
for
I
O'Rock
can't.
and Josh, I know them two for sure. It's not
O'Rock.
financial.
O'Rock.
Yeah.
It's like O'Rock twice is like 40.
Yeah.
So I'm
What's wrong with
sure
that?
he wouldn't
That's
have that
not on
answer.
our age level.
Well, I was saying 34 and up, and I was like, I don't think that they would say it's social media driven.
No.
It might be a piece of the
O'Rock,
pie.
yes, I can agree with you. Probably wouldn't.
I just
Well,
feel
no.
like-
No, because O'Rock actually, O'Rock
As a
experienced social media.
provider, you get that.
I
As a man
mean-
being a provider, innately you want to be.
What
Are
I'm
we
saying
having a
is,
conversation that O'Rock doesn't have enough
oh my
money to
God,
get
stop
married?
talking about this man like
No,
that.
don't say that.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, O'Rock ain't the
Stop.
same
Hey,
conversation.
hey.
It's not about O'Rock.
Y'all stop
Okay.
saying this man's name.
Okay, well,
Golly.
sorry.
What's them call it?
So you mentioned social media.
So wait,
Anything
hold on,
else?
wait. Everybody on Ultimatum, they're all a lot younger than us.
Yeah.
I think the oldest person may have been like 27.
No, they had a 30-year-old.
Which one was Hunter?
Probably.
I think, yeah, okay, there you go. Like, majority of them were like mid 20s, late 20s, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
very
like
young.
social media definitely had an effect on them for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm saying like I think guys just in general nowadays like we see it, you know, like if you see what goes on around you, if you don't have like have come from like a household where you saw a healthy marriage, or a household where you like, or like a guy has like taught you to understand, you know, certain things in the world, you think that you need all this money or something to be able to be financially stable in a relationship
But
with
it's
a woman,
untrue.
you know.
It's
It
untrue.
is.
I mean,
it's
it
partially
is a
untrue.
thing.
It's a
It
thing.
is a thing. However, I just want to say I don't know where us as black men and black
mean, you
women
know,
get that from, because
women
when
tell
my
me,
grandparents got married, and this was a long time ago, but they were 18, they got married, and my grandfather went back to his mother's house, and my grandmother went back to her mother's house,
They
and
live
they
together?
still coincide in relationship, and they've been together for 40 years.
They didn't live together. Is that what you
They
mean?
didn't live together first off. They didn't have any money. So it's like, where do you get this if you meet the love of your life? I mean, I feel like
You need to
they're
have money, yeah.
supposed to help you get money. Or they're
Exactly.
supposed to help you
Supposed
get
to
your
build
dreams.
together.
Exactly, build together. So I don't feel like women should allow men to use that excuse anymore.
But it's
I
like,
agree.
but we can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
I also feel like
forcing.
women push that, like they kind of help that. Some of these women help drive that narrative.
They do, but and then Jasmine Sullivan said, "Trick on your man, you know, buy your man expensive things if he dropped it off real good." And
but yeah, no, I agree, Lloyd, because it's like at the end of the day, that's how it's supposed to be. I just feel like we have gotten caught up in this society, and then there's certain groups of people and people that just don't help.
Yeah.
So then it messes up for everybody else. Because like us in the real world, we ain't like them on TV and on social media. So then it's like, now guys, because it's like if you have your own place, if you have your own car, if you take care of your bills, like that's enough. Guys are, I feel like guys shouldn't be so pressured to feel like they need enough to like not have you work and be able to buy you this and that. Like, we can build together.
Yeah, but that's what get pushed onto a lot of us at the same time, though.
Right.
And it's
But
unfair.
don't let society
And it's
push that
unfair.
out. Don't do that.
It's not every woman, but
the gays, we don't do that.
I mean, it's not everyone, but I know, like, for me,
that's why y'all the gays. Y'all happy.
Yeah, we're just happy. He broke, I'm broke, we broke together. Or he got money, I got money, we got money together. I mean, it's the thing. You have your up and downs in relationships anyway, especially with careers and things of that nature. You're not always going to be successful at this point in time. Or you're not always going to be broke at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when two people can come together and find out that they love each other and that they support each other, then that's what's important.
Exactly. And you know why I feel like y'all are successful in that versus us? Because of the stupid battle of the sexes.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I cannot stand it because it takes the focus off of us being mutual and building and just puts it like men versus women.
Right.
And just
Stop
like,
trying to pee on people.
Yeah.
We just need love. You know what I'm saying?
Stop
and you
trying
need to be partners.
Don't be peeing on nobody.
Exactly.
Huh?
So you keep trying to pee on people. Don't pee on people.
Go ahead, Greg. What was you
Stop
saying?
it.
No, I mean, that's...
You keep trying to mark your territory.
You ignore him.
I ain't worried about him. No, I mean, that's just kind of like, even like how I got caught up in my situation, kind of why I got divorced now, is because the second... I mean, granted, we had a long list of issues anyways, but when I lost my job... That was just started to put the cameras back because if and now all of a sudden is I don't want to do this, I'm not motivated. Actually, here's what really got me. So I think it's like a week or so after I got fired. Okay, cool.
You got fired?
I worked with HPE for like 9 months.
They fired you though?
They let me go. Yeah.
Oh man.
I never got a reason. Never asked for it either.
You don't need one in Texas. They just let you go just because.
Well, no, yeah, but
I say it on everybody.
Well, yeah, I know that will. I'm just saying like. I ain't care to find out. But
a week after.
Yeah, so like a week or so after they had the Black MBA Associated Healthcare Career Fair. And for me, obviously I didn't have the money because they charged like crazy amounts of money for you to get to a career fair. So the trade-off was if I volunteer for like a couple of days, I can get in for free.
Okay.
Cool.
That worked.
And so... my wife at the time told me about it, and I thought I was making a comment just that's a joke, right? Like I just like, oh, I hate to have to do this, but I guess I'll do it if I have to get myself in a better spot. And she took it as I'm not motivated to do this. I don't want to do this no more. I'm just I gave up on life. I'm like, no, I thought it was a joke. Like I hate paying for gas, but I still gotta pay for gas to get to what I'm going to get to.
Don't mean I ain't going to do it.
I don't mean I'm not going to do it. Like, I've obviously signed up for this for the long haul.
But even if, though, you giving up on life, that's your husband. You want to be like...
Wait, who gave up on life?
No. Well, no, that's what she was giving. That's what she was giving towards him. Like, oh, you basically. Giving up, basically, and stuff like that. But that's your husband. If he giving up on life, then we need to have a sit down. That's when you need to love on your man and be like supportive and like, no, babe, don't do that.
Not the battle of the sexes again.
Yeah,
right.
Don't do that. So, it's all right, babe. You could do it. You
but
go
even before
Hey, Greg, what's your sign?
Aquarius.
What was hers?
Virgo.
That's why.
Well, I know that too.
All right, keep
Go
rolling.
ahead.
I know that's part of it, but no. So I got caught up in all that stuff because off of stuff that I didn't do nothing to her. Like I did what I could. I wasn't the best at it. Don't get me wrong. Something I could have done better, but it's what it is. And even like women I try to date afterwards, it's always the same thing. It's like I came in, get to know your favorite color before it's like, what can you do for me in the long run? We might not even make it past date 3.
I know. I got mad. A girl asked me what I do for work the other night through a text message. I'm like, girl,
It's a question.
Like, I make money. Don't worry about it. You want to go eat? I can pay for the meal.
I don't mind telling people what I do. Like, I don't care about that. Like, because at the end of that, either you're going to hang with me or you're not. Yay. And if your motivation is, what can I do for you financially, I want to be around you anyways.
Exactly.
Because you lost the true essence of what it means to actually have a partner. Now, obviously, you don't want to give nobody that's just a straight up bum, don't want to do nothing for themselves. But if they're just struggling to make it through, then that's a different conversation.
Well, it is like a slippery slope or whatever, because it's like you, but they don't know you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you're investing, you do want to like make sure. So it's like I feel like it's a legit question because you do want a man to provide, but at the same time, it's like
That's how we get to the battle of the sexes, though.
And you got to be a little understanding.
That's how we get to the battle of sexes.
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask? From
Wait,
the gay community?
We didn't finish the show.
No, it's about y'all.
No, I'm talking about the show. We gotta go back to the show.
It's about the ultimatum. Why do the straight people? I wanted to tell
you stuff about the show. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
But go ahead.
Why? I just want to know why do y'all like that? Okay, because it's another show.
Why do you like what?
Why do y'all like to? Oh, I'm going to go and see if there's anything else like the ultimatum. Like, okay, because it's another show on OWN that does the same thing. It's 3 couples and they go on other dates, but they're still at home, so they talk about their other dates with their home, right? The test of water things. Why do y'all? It's like playing with fire.
Test the free agency.
Why do y'all like to do that?
Hold on, time out, Lord. Y'all don't test no. You gonna sit here and lie to me like this?
I mean, okay, if we want to test the waters, we're going to test the water. We're going to test.
All right.
So,
I about to say,
but we're not going to give it like a thing.
You're not my only gay friend.
I mean, okay, we're going to straight up, but that's just on cheating. If we want to cheat, we're going to cheat. But that's the thing. It's just it's more black and white than it is with straight.
I don't know about the other show. I can only speak for Ultimatum, but it's like when I first heard it, when people were saying that, I was like, ugh. But it's like when I watched it, it's like I got a better understanding, and then putting other things together. Because like first, remember, it's like a psychological like experiment, right?
Right. Okay.
And it's just like I've talked to a lot of couples. Well, I talked to a lot of people, but I've talked to this example specifically. I've talked to a lot of couples, like married couples. You know, kind of like how are y'all successful? Why are y'all successful? And to mirror the ultimatum thing, it was similar because a lot of the couples that I know that are successful, they have a time in their relationship where they broke up, and they started dating other people. And when they start dating them other people, it's like when you lose something, you can value it more, you know, because it's like you're with this person, you feel like that's the person you want to be with, but then it's like, well, I don't know, and then you start dating like outside of y'all to see like, dang, what I had was of value. It gives you a better appreciation for it. And it helps you, grass stay greener. But not even that, because it's like I don't even feel like it was to do that, to like go out and say date. It was just to like step outside, because it's like in the show, I feel like because 2 of the couples got married, like the person they came with, they married, right? Okay. One couple they left their partners for the other person, right? But what I saw was the fact that the other person they dated kind of became a middleman. So then it's just like, if I'm complaining about Aki and what Aki doesn't do, and then Aki goes with somebody else and they're saying the same things, or they're able to like kind of be that middle person and let you see what the other person's been talking about, and or vice versa. So I feel like they got a better understanding of themselves and the other person. So that made them better.
Okay, it's just it was messy.
It was messy. So this is what I'm gonna tell you.
It was super.
So let me tell you, because we didn't finish. I want to get back to this for you. So remember we was talking about the 2 couples that ended up proposing, right? Aki brought that up, and I was like, that wasn't planned, because it's like he was talking about Alexis, right?
Yeah. So Alexis and Hunter, didn't nobody want them?
No, somebody picked Hunter.
No,
April picked Hunter. Because he was calm. He was a very calm person.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And she's kind of like a more A-type. Yes. And like he helped calm her because she had a different man, right? Okay. April was with Kobe. And then April, at the choice, wanted to choose Hunter to spend her first 3 weeks with, right? But before that happened, Alexis was starting all types of crap. Like,
April wasn't with Kobe. April was with Kobe for those 3 weeks.
Yeah, you're right.
She was with Jake. Yeah,
you're right. Because I got confused with the choice thing. Okay. So, Yeah, so Alexis, right? She's like this blonde. She's not the most. She thinks she is. She thinks she fine. Okay. But anyway, so she's on the thing, got this big head because she got all this money. She make more money than her man. And she like in shape. And she just like this little fashionista. And she starts talking to Kobe, who Kobe is like kind of a... They were in Austin. But anyway, he's kind of like... He's attractive. Kobe. He's attractive white guy or whatever, right?
Okay.
But he's kind of like... he means what he says. Like, you know, like he really not gonna back off. And a lot of people that rubs him the wrong way. So anyway, so they were talking, and then he's basically like, I'm not attracted to you.
Now Kobe an average white guy now. I think he's your average. He's like the typical like hair white guy.
It's not that long. But he's cute. So, cause you went like this. I'm like, I don't want them to think he got hair down here. He got like, you know, like the little
hair.
Yeah, like that. But yeah, so he says she's unattractive, and she did not take that. And then every time Kobe talks now, she's like, Kobe's not a good person. He told me I was ugly.
She tried to tell everybody Kobe wasn't a good person.
And it's just like, nah,
and
he
was
just
like,
was honest.
Yeah, he's not attracted to you.
Yes, and then she tries to say like the first thing that came out his mouth was that. And just like, girl. Wow. But anyway, so she was on that tip. And then like somebody else is trying to pick Kobe. And here she come like from all the way over here talking about, I don't think Kobe's a good person. So anytime Kobe talks, that's what she'll say. So
but that wasn't the fake one. That wasn't the realest fake.
No, Kobe. Wait, I know. We're gonna get there and building up. We're gonna get there and building up.
Build up fast?
No. So because it was exciting for me. So we're at the thing, and like everyone, I think 2 couples have picked each other already, right? And then it's Alexis' turn, and Alexis is mad because I think somebody else had picked someone else or something. Somebody else basically kind of like turned her down. So then it's like really ain't nobody checking for her at this point, you know? So it's just like, because I'm like watching it, and I'm like, who's she gonna be with? Like, is everybody gonna be coupled up and she just not, you know?
Right.
So then she gets up because one girl has said something that she adds on, and she's just like, yeah, she's just talking about the whole thing, and it's just like you can see her just like this sad puppy basically because she ain't got nobody. And then that's when Hunter gets up and he proposes to her.
That's not what. No.
Somebody. April tried to pick Hunter.
April tried to.
Because he saw that his girl was looking real weak and didn't have nobody.
No,
that's when he proposes.
That's not why he picked her.
That's my perspective.
He picked her because he genuinely
that's his perspective.
That he didn't.
And that's what they said.
But no, it felt
I'm
like
telling you,
on Hunter's end, he was over there looking sad.
On Hunter's end, it felt like that.
Because he is a sweet guy, and it's just like he's not gonna let her go out like that.
Well, no, because she said something. I forgot what she said, but I think she realized that she wasn't gonna find nobody who can put up with her like he could.
Right.
And so when he got up to, I think it clicked in his head that she got it. So he's like, "You want to marry me?" And she was like, "Yeah."
But that's my.
And then Kobe tried to get another dude girl, and Zach had got curved by Shaniqua, the black one.
No, Nate, right? His name Nate.
Whatever. Nate. Something. He got curved though.
But we ain't talking about Nate. You got to build Nate up.
Nate got curved twice. Nate tried to pick 2 girls.
So Nate came out there with a girl who they were good except for the fact that he wanted kids, she didn't want kids. So that's why the ultimatum was there.
Okay, that's what they were.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so he was clicking with Shanique, the black girl, but then Shanique was like, "You cool, but I'm picking Zay." And
she should have chose him.
And then Nate was like, "Okay, I'm about to pick this person." Well, who was he trying to pick? April? I think it was April. I think that's what happened. So Nate was trying to pick April, and then April turned around and picked Hunter, and then Hunter turned around and proposed to Alexis because she just looking like a sad little puppy. And then
Kobe.
So then Kobe, it's his turn because nobody liked Kobe, right? So Kobe is like trying to pick Nate's girl, and he's like, because they did click, they clicked really well, and like he could tell that like she wasn't all the way 100% no on kids. It was him. Because it's like, I don't know, just the way they're I forget, she said something specifically, but it really doesn't matter. So anyway, so he was like saying his speech, because then their speech was really uncomfortable, because it's like they're at a conference room table, everyone's sitting across from each other, and it's like,
it's not a conference, it's a dining table,
whatever you want to call it, it's a long table, doesn't matter. So you're sitting across, and it's just like, you know, this my man.
Look, Kobe.
And then I'm talking like, and Lord, I'm choosing you because, you know, I just want to have kids with you. I think you'll be a lovely husband.
Kobe was saying that.
And they're saying that in front of everybody.
Kobe,
you know, so it's really hard. But anyway, so
Kobe said that to his girl.
So he's like saying this stuff
Why I can't tell the story?
to Nate's, because you skipped a lot of important parts. So then Kobe is trying to tell Nate's girl in real life, like, about herself. And then Nate go, and he get up and propose.
Yeah, Nate was like, I'm tired of this.
Exactly like that.
Really?
Well, yeah, he got up. He's like, I got something to say. Hold up. Will you marry me? She like, oh, yes. I was just like, oh, my God.
So then
Kobe called it out. They called it out. They was like, I feel like this fake.
Everybody was coming for Kobe.
Kobe called it out, and he was like, I feel like this fake.
No, April did.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody had said it. So nobody said
April
nothing.
said that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so nobody was saying nothing. Us, the viewers, were like, did y'all just see that? So we sitting there, and then April, one of the girls, her man left her for the other girl in the end. But anyway, she gets up, and she just starts saying, like, this is da-da-da-da, and then eventually she gets to the point where, like, this isn't real. And she basically touches on the fact that, like, he got defensive. Like, you felt threatened, and you talking about pissing. He had to piss on Kobe, and he was like, hell no, you ain't gonna have my girl, so let me propose.
Yeah, it's okay.
But April was like, we've been here 3 days.
It's okay for men to pee on men.
Like, you just said you didn't want kids, so now all of a sudden you want kids? She was like, let's be real. We came here with an ultimatum. Your issues aren't fixed in 3 days.
Right.
He still wants kids, and you don't. This makes no sense. Like, why are you doing this?
And she said yes, still.
Yeah.
She said, look, because I didn't know what she was going to say. I really didn't think she was going to say. But he said, will you marry me? And she said, the F word. F and then ing. So she said, like, hell, F, ing, yes. But I was thinking she wasn't going to say yes. I thought she was, like, having all this anger, like heck no. Okay, but she said, you just want to marry me? Yes. And I'm like, what? Y'all.
Look.
Toxic.
I shout out to all the straight people.
It was entertaining, to say the least.
I'm gonna watch Ultimatum. I'm watching the black version.
Zay and Ray broke up. Ray got with April Man. They got together.
Now. I said what
them and Jack, what's the boy named Jake.
Oh, Jake.
I think Ray and Jake made a good couple. I don't think they're together, but I think they made a good couple.
I think they were both didn't know what the hell they wanted, and that's why they clicked. Because Zay always complained about Ray because she didn't know what she wanted, and that was true. Like, she did not know her feelings at all. Because even when she was with Jake, she was like still confused. And then I remember when Jake was with April, when they sat down with her family again, they were like talking about him and not knowing nothing. I was like, oh, there's the common bond.
There's the disconnect.
That's why they're both calm because they don't really have much to say.
I don't know. Zay hit Shaniqua, and I was just like, oh my God.
Shanique.
Somebody hit somebody?
I think they.
What did they?
Yeah, they hit. You didn't watch the reunion?
I didn't get to the reunion yet.
Oh, man.
I figured they did, but I had to go.
Yeah,
it was time for me to go.
Episode is a reunion.
Don't tell me about the reunion, because I need the reunion. I know it's gonna pop.
Okay, I'm gonna watch the whole thing tonight. Y'all already know.
All right, let's.
Can you imagine being there with your ex?
All right.
And then the new person is like talk about your. Oof.
All right, so
no. Shanique was like, because this other girl was really on her man. Well, let me tell this one part. So Shanique's guy got with this other girl, and she was just like talking about how great he is, like so great, like just she bold. And then so they, they have when they're at an event, they kind of just pull them to the side. That's where the confession is.
The little white girl, Kobe's girlfriend.
And then Shanique was like, "Get this mic off me." She was like, "Y'all need to watch her tonight."
Okay.
She was like, "Y'all need to watch her."
Nah, she got up and left because she was about to go fight her. She was about to beat her up.
That's what she was saying. Y'all need to watch her.
So the funny part is, Zay was about to fight Kobe. She was about to fight Kobe's girl, or the girl he came there with, And then they got in a whole argument. Like, they were both flustered, went back to the hotel room, got in a whole argument with each other.
But my thing is, if you have that much regard for a person, then you really like them.
Madeline is so toxic, bro. I'm not going to say the end.
Nah, she toxic.
But they was toxic, bro. Toxic. I just laughed. That's all I can do.
Madeline toxic.
Don't say the end.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. But okay, so do the couples win? They win money?
She a ping pong ball.
They win each other.
They win each other?
That's it.
Okay.
I wish I would have known about this show. I would have took Camille on there.
What, ultimatum to lead the show? Because that's the only ultimatum you got from me. That's the only ultimatum you got. I don't know what.
You wouldn't have fake coupled it with me?
No.
For fun?
No.
It would have been fun.
No, wouldn't it?
We got to spend a whole like 2 months, 3 months in Austin for free.
Right. They gonna laugh.
They
would have
known the Houston CMOS queen.
Because they would have seen right through us.
Exactly.
Right
Like, they're
through
not
us.
really together.
They sure
What are you talking? People think we together now.
Low key though.
See, look.
The business benefits.
The
That's what I'm
business, yeah,
saying.
but you would have seen right through the fact that
Get
we was
the
on there
bag.
for that.
Get
We
the
weren't
bag.
no real couple.
Get the bag, Camille. Stop acting
No,
like this.
I get the bag another
Zay and Ray
way.
wasn't no real couple.
I just go on a single show.
You're not gonna get
plenty of
that
them.
much of a bag on there. So, we could have found love, and then
No, thank you.
you could have found yours. I could have found mine.
I know where my
We've
love
been happy.
is.
5. What did we say? 10 years? Okay.
Don't do that, because you're gonna get beat up just like the other person that should have got beat up.
Who's gonna get beat up?
Don't worry about it.
Beat
But they
up by-
had said
hold on,
something. They was out of pocket too.
Somebody said something to you, and
Yes, and they was out of pocket.
and you gonna beat me up?
Yeah, y'all both gonna be in the same category.
You think
and
you
gonna
can
get the same
That's
butt
the
whooping.
problem. That's what we talking about. You think you can whoop me? Do you want to fight so we can just figure it out? So you just know, like we can go at it. We got the backyard. Greg and Lloyd and Greg can just go out front, and they don't have to witness anything.
No fighting.
And then they can just, they come pick you up when I'm done.
The only way he gonna win
Ain't no only way.
is like in Kung Fu Panda, because it's just gonna bounce off.
Oh my God, I hate it.
Camille, I don't condone violence against women.
You just talked about going in the
Speaking of
backyard and
violence
beat me
against
up.
women,
Hold on, wait. I don't condone violence against women.
You just said.
But to prove a point, I will break your
Lord.
jaw.
speaking
See?
of violence against
so
women,
contradictory.
the autonomy of a
I just say it.
scandal
I don't.
was really good.
I'm an equal
Thank you.
opportunist.
We all watched it. We all saw it, right?
No, she didn't watch it,
You
but
didn't-
we'll just
okay,
spoil
Camille
it
didn't
for her.
watch
It don't matter. She should have watched it.
It's very, very good. And
Oh,
it's-
the ultimatum was the last thing on the list I put to watch.
it was. So I started from the top. I'm sorry. But the autonomy of a
No,
scandal.
you skipped Tokyo Vice also.
I did skip Tokyo Vice because I was thinking like maybe it's talking about the old Tokyo Vice, like the one like that's already made. So I've seen that one before, so I'm good. I'm sorry. But autonomy of a scandal. We have to get to this because there are so
Atomic
many
or anatomic? Anatomic, right? Like
Anatomy.
anatomy.
antomony. Like
Of a scandal.
Antomony.
it's ANTO.
Actually, I think you're saying ain't it anatomy of a scandal? It's
like
anatomy of a
Anatomy. I'm
scandal.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I thought
Anatomy
it was.
of a
Yeah,
scandal.
yeah.
Excuse
Lloyd got me
me.
over here being.
We're in the Western.
Hey,
Union.
I thought it
Excuse
was-
my ghetto-ness.
Don't be rubbing off. You got me sitting here. I had to think about it. I was like, what is he
Anatomy
talking
of
about?
a
Autonomy.
scandal. It really
I thought it
breaks
was
it
that.
down.
No, it's anatomy
Yeah,
of
no.
a scandal. Yeah, no, that's why I
It
was
really
like,
breaks it down. It really does.
Yes, enlighten us.
Well, because it's a
Okay,
lot
calm
to
down, Lloyd.
just start. I'm
You-
really excited.
let me. I
I'm really
started.
excited.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's all right. It's okay.
I don't
So,
know about your story.
so, because you be wanting so much detail, I keep trying. Just cut the detail down. Look. So what happened is, this girl who used to work for this, who worked for like this political. What are they? A minister.
You're
Like
right,
a
right.
minister for England. He's like a political person.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Basically,
like-
he's like a
he's
senator.
a senator. He's a senator in England.
Right.
So he's whatever their version of a senator is. But one of his underlings he had an affair with. And so, he warned his wife that, hey, the story about to come out about me having an affair. And then the underling said that he raped her.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had this, it's like 6 episodes, but it was really based around the trial. And during the trial, they had like all the evidence, everything. And, they've had sex multiple times. The woman who claimed he raped her even admitted that she, was hoping that he still loved her and all this other stuff, And so she still loves him and all that, everything. And when she was like describing the rape, the other like prosecutor woman or whatever had like came out and made it seem like it was a like she kind of like flipped it on her. She was like, "Are you sure it just wasn't rough sex? Like, did you ever say no?" And she was like, "No." And she was like, how? She was like, "I told him not there." And she was like, "So you told him not there?" No, like not in. They were having sex in the elevator.
Oh, not in that.
Yeah, not in the elevator. Yeah.
Right. And Camille's right. You leave out a lot of stuff. So the story,
What did I leave out?
the story takes off in London, England,
Okay.
where there is like a
We just said
senator,
that.
prime
I
minister.
just said that.
But he
and
got to
who is-
rev up.
who
Oh
is-
my goodness.
Who is married?
We said this.
And he has 2 kids.
I said that.
And he has one of
How
his
can he
subordinates.
talk? Dang.
He has one of his subordinates that
No,
because
because you restarting the story. Can we?
No,
And
but
that's
the
fine,
thing,
he adding.
what's important
He's
is
not.
that the
He
wife,
said 2 kids.
the story is really
The kids don't really
told.
matter.
Can you just talk, bro?
The story is really told from the wife's perspective, in
Okay.
my opinion.
Okay.
That's where we differ.
What they
It's not told from the wife's
explain.
perspective at all.
Okay, let me just finish. What they explain
It's not.
from what the wife is experiencing or what she experienced as they got together because they met in college and
Her and her
they,
husband?
right. So they both went to Oxford, and so the twist part is that she had a
I haven't even got there. I wasn't there yet.
Okay,
I wish
so-
you would just calm down.
Oh, okay.
Let
I
me
know.
finish the
Let
rape
him
part.
finish, please. Cause,
Let me tell the story. Like I said, y'all be adding extra details that ain't
and then we
necessary.
gonna
Go ahead,
listen
Aki.
to you.
Okay, go ahead.
You can anything I miss, like Camille said, you can add.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. She had a wife. Yes. Anyways, look, throughout the show, they do a bunch of flashbacks, but they do a bunch of flashbacks throughout the perspective. The thing is, him and the prime minister.
Who's him?
The husband, the guy who's accused of rape.
Mm-hmm.
That's the prime minister.
No. He's a minister. He's not the prime minister.
He's a senator.
Yes.
Right.
The prime
But
minister is like
their
the president.
senators are called
No, but I'm
ministers.
saying you said he and the senator.
No,
Who is
they're.
he?
That's why I was telling him not to. I said in England they're called their
No,
senators
but you
or
said
ministers.
like you said like you're talking about 2 men. I'm trying to
I'm
figure out what
talking
the
about
second
2 men at this part.
So who's the
The
other
prime
man?
minister.
Oh,
It's
okay.
yes. It's different.
Okay, so the prime minister.
And the minister.
The minister
friend-
is
or
the one
best
who is
friend.
cheating. Who the one cheating?
I said the minister was cheating, right?
I'm clarifying.
Yes.
Because it's a prime minister and a minister.
Yes.
So minister is cheating and
Yes.
the prime minister is talking to him.
Yes.
Okay.
No, they're friends.
Okay.
They're like best friends.
Okay.
But they're bonded by this murder that happened that they witnessed.
when they were
in college.
Okay.
And
At
that
Oxford.
same night, the lady that's prosecuting the minister, he had did the same, basically like the same sexual assault that the girl described happened to her from the minister. It's the same sexual assault that this lady, like
The prosecutor?
yeah, the prosecutor,
Kate Woodcraft.
she claims he
Woodcroft.
did to her
So the minister
when they were back in college.
did something to the prosecutor.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
The
trippy.
the prosecutor was actually study partners with his wife.
Right.
And like the whole time,
minister's
wife.
yeah, well, like they didn't recognize her at first, and she changed her name.
Mm-hmm.
So
And her face.
yeah, so like she was unrecognizable.
She had work done?
I don't know.
I feel
they
like
didn't.
she did.
They like.
I think
said
they were
it-
trying to get at that because
Yeah.
at Oxford she was kind of fat, she was kind of chubby, you know, really like nerdy girl or whatever. But
And now
when
she's skinny,
a
slim,
So
Yeah.
she just lost weight.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess.
I don't
Oh,
understand how
that's
you
way
could
more
not
than-
recognize someone from that was like your tutorial partner. You shared a room with them. You were in the dorm with
If
them and
it's
stuff like that. So I don't
drastic,
understand
Just
how.
drag the mic with you. I don't know why.
I don't
it's so
understand
hard.
how it's.
You have a whole mic stand.
It's
Just
not.
move the mic
It doesn't
stand.
move.
It does actually.
I think I tightened it
it
too
moves.
much.
Then loosen it. I don't know why you.
Continue your
Okay.
story, Aki.
I don't understand how you don't recognize someone that instrumental to your.
I agree.
Like if Aki loses weight, I'm still
Well,
gonna recognize.
okay, no,
him.
no.
Drastic weight loss.
Well, no.
sometimes.
So she was only there. Like, her and the wife, it was their first year at Oxford, and that's the only time that they were with each other. You know.
But yeah, I get it. So going on.
And it was only the first. I think was it the whole first year or just the first half of the first year?
I think it was. I thought it was all 4 years because
No, it
she
wasn't
left
Oxford.
Oxford.
She left Oxford.
Oh yeah,
her
that's
first
right.
year. The
Oh,
woman,
okay.
the wife
That's
is 4
right.
years younger than the husband.
Okay,
The husband and the prime minister were seniors. So like that night, the prime
Preying
minister.
on the young girls.
No, that's not really. I mean, yeah, actually, yeah. But the prime minister had got high on the roof with this other guy, and like the minister,
were doing heroin.
Yeah, the minister had took him down off the roof, and they were leaving, and the other guy was on the roof, and he started shouting from the rooftop, and then he fell. I don't know. If
He was like, "I can fly."
Yeah, he jumped
He was
off
just
the
One of
really
they
high.
friends?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he
Were
and
they
he
both
fell.
on the rooftop with him at this point?
No, they had.
No,
he
they
had
had
left.
left.
And
They were on the
brought him
ground.
Down. Yeah.
Oh, so they both left and that guy was still up
Yeah,
there.
and
Yeah.
he jumped down, and they saw him fall down and hit the ground and everything. They didn't call the police or get any help. They just left.
Because they was doing heroin.
Well, yeah, and then the minister threw away the heroin, and so like he had went to his wife that night. Well,
the minister went to his wife.
Yeah, she ended up becoming his wife. It was his girlfriend at the time, but like he went there that night and
after
was like, hey,
he raped the other girl. Let's just say that that's nasty.
So they got high. This guy died, and then he went and raped some girl.
Okay, so they're partying, and then they're partying.
Everybody
And then they go up
partying
on the roof.
campus.
They go up on the roof. The two boys go up on the roof, and they're getting high on heroin. And then James Woodcock is James Whitehouse is the senator who is accused of rape at the time, right? And so he goes up there and saves his friend from getting high off heroin,
which
coming
is the
down,
prime minister.
which is the prime minister in nowadays.
But
so
they forget the other guy.
Look,
right, they forget the other guy. They come downstairs and they're walking away from the
that's not all that
happened.
Look, the guy falls off the roof, right?
So the guy falls off the roof, and
Well,
then they start running, running away. And then so while he's running,
no, that's not what happened. He takes the prime minister home.
Okay, he takes prime minister home.
Thank you, because you about to just say he starts running. He takes the prime minister home,
and then why did he start running?
He left. No, he left to go to his girlfriend's apartment. On the way to his girlfriend's apartment, he runs into the girl that the other prosecutor, right? He runs into her.
The minister?
And the minister runs into her. Yeah. He drops the prime minister off at his house. He goes to his girlfriend's room because he's going to his girlfriend's room to get an alibi. On the way there, he runs into her study partner and they start making out. Like they ran into each other. Like they were both hot, like drunk and everything, right? They both run into each other. They both start making out. Then like they stop because she kind of like stops and he stopped, and
they're in the elevator.
No,
this is when he was
yeah. Where are they?
They're in like a random corridor.
Yeah, it's given like Harry
outside
Potter.
corridor. Yeah.
Oh, outside. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I say corridor, not hallway. Yeah.
I didn't know the difference. That's why I had to ask.
So yeah, they're like outside, and so like they're making out up against the wall and stuff, and it was actually kind of like real random that they were making out with each other. But
yeah. I don't know. I guess
like they ran into each other, start making out, and then he he was kind of like rough with it, right, with her, and she like backed off because he was rough, and he stopped, and he was like, "Oh, you don't want me to be rough?" And he grabbed her. He's like, "Let's try again," and he started being gentle with it and kissing her and everything, and then he what did she have on, tights or something?
Yeah, she had on a dress that
something,
night.
I don't know,
dress,
but
skirt.
I'm saying under. It was like, what was it like
maybe underwear, like
I don't
stockings.
know. He ripped whatever she had, whatever.
Yeah.
And he had they had sex right there or whatever.
And
he said don't be such a prick tease, right? Which is like a British. It's a British. What is it? What was it? It's like a.
Don't be such a prick tease. It's like a. It's like saying don't
calling
be.
it a tease.
Yeah, basically. And then so the anatomy of it is like, okay, as far as women, when they say they've been sexually assaulted, it's also going off of. Is this okay? Because the James guy felt like Mr. Whitehouse felt like this is okay.
Wait, I only know prime minister.
I mean, prime minister,
okay.
not the prime minister, the minister.
Okay.
He felt like it was okay. Like he would always say, I was very rambunctious I was very sexually rambunctious, or I was very sexually open in my youth.
So the part that like kind of like. The show doesn't do. I hate the show, right? Because it doesn't do a good job of defining rape in any of these scenarios, or just defining or clarifying that there was a rape or a sexual assault that took place, and that the woman was like undeniably unwanting of that, like that she really didn't want consent. I say that only because the prime minister. They were him and the prime minister were in this like secret club at the school together or whatever, and they were having a party, and one of the girls had brought in drinks, and the prime minister came up, and he came up behind her and grabbed her boobs and humped her or whatever, and then
and they'd be like, "Don't worry, honey, I'll support you." Her breast because she was heavy set.
Yeah, and so after the prime minister did that, the minister stood up The girl was leaving. He's like, "Hey, I'm sorry about my
Take
friends."
some money.
Said that about the prime minister.
Yeah, he said, "I'm sorry about my friends. They're wild or whatever." He's like, he was trying to give her money. He's like, "Here, take this. I apologize for it."
And she wouldn't take the money.
Yeah, she didn't want to take the money, but he was like apologizing still for it. He was apologizing on behalf of his friends for being asshole.
Which made it go into thinking that he's not
a bad guy,
abuser or a bad guy, but when he gets certain advantages from a girl, he go ahead and takes it there, and so it's like,
well, because she never even in the hallway she didn't say no.
Can one of y'all like tell one story and then the other one tell a story?
We telling the same story.
Well, it's the same story.
It's really not going nowhere.
What you mean?
So can one of y'all talk? I'm gonna choose Lloyd to talk.
What I'm saying, what I want to ask you, Camille, is
I'm still trying to understand. But go ahead.
Okay.
Camille's bad at following stories.
This is why I'm going to just
No,
give you
I'm
gonna give you the question and I'm gonna give you the facts
Go
as
ahead.
what's in my question.
Okay.
When do you know you are being raped?
So,
Because
what's the difference between rape and sexual assault?
Can he get his question out
both
first?
are the same thing, because he was in the hallway with the girl and she wanted him and he wanted her and they were making out, but maybe she didn't want to take it that far, or maybe she did, but she didn't specify that with him. So she feels like she was raped. But at the end of the day, you gave those advances to that man saying, take it, because I'm here and I want it. And he's an attractive guy. He's very successful at Oxford, and she's a freshman and he's a senior.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, this is my opportunity and this is my friends, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I want a piece of it. It gave me like, I want a piece of it a little bit, but I might want a piece of it respectfully, maybe in a room or something like that, not in a corridor late at night with my drawers down on my ankles. So it's like, well, do we say he's a rapist? I don't that scene, I didn't think that was rape.
But
That's
what
why I
about the other
said
scene?
the show both
No,
scenes,
I didn't think both scenes were rape at all.
they do a horrible job at defining like what sexual assault is in these manners. And because
well, I wanted to get back to Lloyd's question.
Right. So when do you feel like you are being raped?
So I feel like I'm different, and I don't have a lot of experience talking to. I have some experience talking to some girls who were unfortunately raped, and the stories do always kind of seem the same. So that I feel like that's like a slippery slope, and that's why it's hard to. But for me personally, because I'm very black and white and thorough, it's like, I'm going to make sure, like if I was to be raped, I said stop, I pushed you, I punched you, I kicked you, and I said stop. And then if they continue, then we're fighting and you're raping me. And I'm probably going to have bruises and scratches and all types of other stuff because I'm fighting, because I'm saying no.
Right. And
because I mean no.
Right.
Now, for outside of that, it would be like, I don't know, either that guy's just gonna stop because he realizes I'm serious, or I don't know. I really don't know what the other thing is. It's just like that would be rape for me, because I'm gonna say, when I say no, I'm gonna mean no, unless I'm being playful, like right. But you would know.
Even at the trial, like
I don't even think y'all should be playful.
The
yeah,
woman
because
who
it's like, stop.
And
that's playful.
That's when, but that's then.
Yes,
that's
playful.
That's where the slippery slope of.
Yeah, and a lot of guys say, okay, you want me to stop? And then you'd be like, no. But it's like body language. Right. And it's just like, that partner.
I'm happy you said that. So like the body language that they were like showing.
That's what I'm saying. For me, my body language is going to be.
Right. And their body language, neither times when they showed it, their body language wasn't like.
That's why I don't know how to talk about that. Because
they might as well just say.
And the first like the prosecutor, whatever, right? I feel like, because like when he got done with her, he looked down and she was bleeding. He was like, "Oh, you're a virgin." He's like,
"This was the first girl."
He was like, "Why didn't you say something?" And she was just like, and I was like, I feel like for her, like in her mind, she's come up with that I've been sexually assaulted, but in actuality, I feel like she was just like, she wanted to have sex with him, and she just felt embarrassed about the situation.
I feel like a lot of people, as far as parents, could potentially, because I feel like that's where it's coming from, could potentially not do a good job in teaching their daughters, like, you don't, because it's like a lot of people grow up as people pleasers. Mm-hmm. A lot of people grow up like, well, if that's what they want, which I guess is still people pleasing, but it's kind of like, well, I don't want to, but I'm going to, because of whatever reasons, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe because of what you said, like, They have no notoriety. I don't. They're a senior. I don't. I can maybe get in the door with this, like, you know, with the Me Too movement. Some of those, it's like they're men in high places, you know, and like some people do still believe in like sleeping their way to the top because it can be effective, you know. So it's just like I feel like you get into those positions where it's just like, well, I could, you know, where people don't really know. And I go back to the home because I'm like, you know, they're not teaching them to like really know like themselves and know what they really want and don't want. Because I feel like if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
Exactly.
So if you don't have anything to stand off of and be like, well, no, I don't want to for this reason, et cetera, you find yourself in that great slippery slope area where now it's just him versus her perspective. Because it's like can easily switch. Like I was giving my friend advice this weekend about something, and the guy had did something. It wasn't anything sexual at all, but he had did something that she did not agree with, and she was like, no. And then he came back and was like, well, I'm gonna do it, and I can always change it in a year. And she was like, I'm not gonna say anything. And I was like, look, if it was me, I would say something, because it's like I'm gonna remind you that my answer was no. Because I told her in the future, if he ever brings this conversation up again, he could always argue that, well, you didn't say anything. And she's going to be like, well, I said no in the beginning. Then you could be like, well, I said I was going to do it anyway. You didn't say nothing. So some people might think that's a green light to you saying yes. Yeah. So it's just like if I tell someone no and they come back with a counter, I'm going to reiterate a no, because I never want you to come back and be like, well, he say, she say. No, I said no. I said no again. So anything after that is on you. Exactly. And you're not going to put me in the slippery slope situation.
Right. And then so that's what they basically did for the woman who was on trial. Like, because their relationship, they were always having sex at the at the desk or at his office and things like that. So this is something he was upset about something, and she signaled for him to come in the lift. They had just gone in the hallway so he can cool down. So she signaled for him to come in the elevator to kind of like, come on, let's just, take a load off. Let's just chill. This is after they had broken up. And so when he gets in the elevator, they immediately start kissing. So there's nothing, he's thinking, oh, we're in a love of passion. We're passionately about to have sex right now. Like usually because I'm
aggressive, regular.
Exactly. And they were talking about him being aggressive, but that's not really aggressive. He was just trying to get my draws down real quickly to hurry up because we didn't want people to see.
Some people do take draws off aggressively.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's just a part of the sex.
She had a bite mark above her.
Then he biting people?
Well, he said
aggressive.
He said that he said she likes that stuff.
Boob, and it left a little suck mark. It really was it wasn't a bite mark in my opinion.
But he like, some guys, like, some girls like that. Like, right. I've had a girl tell me slap her before, and I was just like,
I'm saying it's aggressive.
Like, I feel so awkward.
Whether it's him or her or both, it's aggressive.
Yeah, I guess so. Well,
that's what he said. He said he only did it because she liked it. So I was like, okay, like.
He was aggressive with the other girl. He is aggressive. It's just that she liked it.
I just felt bad for him because his mind frame was not in a position to where he was hurting someone.
His mind frame wasn't, I'm going to take it from you.
I'm going to take it from you.
Yes or
no. Like they like it.
He was under the presumption that
he felt like he was being attractive, and they wanted it. Yeah,
And then they tried to use the wife left him at the end of it, right? Because she felt like he sexually assaulted both of them, and she was like, because he lied in court and said he didn't say the word pretties.
Sexual assault is different, because you had said it was two different things. Those would technically be sexual assaults.
How? I don't know the difference.
I mean, we could look it up. But sexual assault is kind of like, I guess it's a step before rape, technically. Now, I don't know about in their situation because it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope area. But it's just like, rape would be like you forcefully had sex with me. I told you no. Sexual assault is like the step before. It's like you were aggressive and you kind of forced me into it.
What the term sexually assault?
I don't know, because that's what they're kind of making it seem like him saying "don't be such a pretties" was like him trying to manipulate the situation.
It can be argued that way.
Unconsensual sexual.
You can argue a lot of things.
Exactly,
is us talking you into sex.
And that's why I don't do slippery slopes.
Like you can be like, "Yo, I bought her a drink," and then we. So it was like, oh, so she was under the influence or something. It's like, dog, like.
She could give her
consent. That's why I try to be black and white.
What's it say, Lloyd?
Sexual assault is a unconsensual sexual act prescribed by federal, tribal, or state law. And then rape is.
We need some more definitions for that.
Right.
Go to the other ones.
Right, I need
Go to
definition.
like 3
Look.
and 4 and 2.
I need definition for the definition. Like, what?
Okay.
Because why they talking about tribes?
Exactly.
Greg is better at this than you. It's okay.
Okay,
She
go
got
ahead,
it right
Greg.
there. Just give him the
Rape
phone.
is defined as a type of sexual assault, usually involving
Yeah.
sexual intercourse or other forms
It's
a
or
step below.
sexual
No,
penetration.
he said rape is a form of sexual assault.
Yeah.
So it's
Carried
part
out
of sexual
against
assault.
a person
it's like a
without
max of
personal
sexual assault.
consent.
So sexual assault is below rape.
Right.
It's on the spectrum.
No,
It's on
sexual
the
assault
spectrum.
is rape.
I
And
could,
rape is
I
sexual
could
assault.
grab Aki in a place
No,
that
rape
he
is a
doesn't like
form
to
of
You're not gonna
sexual
grab.
assault.
You ain't gonna grab me
I
nowhere.
could grab
I'm
Aki's butt,
No,
and that's
no,
a
you're
sexual
not.
assault.
You're not gonna grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
But
you're not
then
gonna
I
grab
could
it though.
like penetrate Aki,
No,
and that would
no,
be
you're not gonna
rape.
penetrate Aki. No,
That would be rape.
You-
So
Yeah,
that's the
he said
difference.
You better
rape-
start talking
he
about Camille or
said-
something. Don't be talking
He
about me.
said
I'm just giving examples of rape.
he said rape
Aki.
was a example or whatever the word was.
Rape is a sexual
type
is a
of
type of
sexual
sexual
yeah,
assault.
it's a type
yeah.
of yeah, but sexual assault is not necessarily.
Sexual assault is the umbrella. Rape
Yes,
is under.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
But
right,
when I
right.
say it's a step below, like it's a lower number than rape. That's what I mean below.
So sexual assault also has like sexual violence, a bruise, or
No.
groping.
You're saying it wrong.
I'm saying it, and it makes sense to me.
I'm telling you, your definition is wrong. If you were in
No,
court,
it
you can be-
technically is.
they would-
You can be
I'm
drug
saying it a weird
facilitated
way, but it's not
sexual
wrong.
assaulted.
so what?
You can be drug facilitated sexual assaulted. Has that ever happened to you?
Drug?
Have you been sexually assaulted?
With drugs?
No, just period.
No, I don't think so.
Men can be sexually assaulted.
I
so-
I probably wanted it.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I never put
I'm not
myself
a
in
person
like
that.
I hardly put myself in a real
Has a girl ever
situation.
forced you to have sex with her?
No. Well, they've tried. I've had that
What,
happen
women?
before.
Like, have they like
Yeah.
tried to drug you or anything, and then they try to like take it?
No, they've never done that to me before. But they've had. I've had women.
Women
too
try to take it from you.
take it and
Oh.
try to take it. You know. It's okay, you know. I'm a very openly sexual person, so I understand like sexual arousal, sexual attraction, and stuff like that. So I
We're
get
not gonna go
it,
down the sex spectrum today.
but
Whose phone is dinging?
I'm not gonna. I've never been sexually
But yeah.
assaulted.
I don't know. I just don't ever really put myself in those situations like
Yeah.
that. I've been in some situations, but it wasn't no real like.
I mean, it's so. I mean, okay, we're at a
I'm-
Q party. We
I
with the
think
Q,
about
you
stuff.
know, stuff like that. You know,
And my
Well,
parents were very vigilant about that when I was younger
okay,
because of how I'm shaped.
mm-hmm.
So I've always been
Cognizant,
knowledgeable
right.
of that.
Right,
So that's
yeah.
probably helped me.
Yeah, and I feel like those girls, they just and in
It's
the
unfortunate.
movie, they're
How
not
they-
cognizant of that.
Nobody's.
They don't know what
I
they
don't.
want.
I don't understand. Like so, like.
And men, like
Well,
you gotta do a
yeah.
better
So-
job of teaching your men.
Well, hold on, because
Your
like now
boys.
in general, they said sexual assault on college campus has gone up since like post pandemic, whatever.
And our government is
And
sucks.
I don't
would
believe
just,
that.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't know. The world. No. So the question of that is right. Like, how do you even define what sexual assault is at this point?
I just
Like,
believe that it's
Force.
been looked upon as that. But I mean, okay, you're at a frat party,
kind of
you're
force,
drunk with your
What's that?
homegirls.
It's not consensual.
You see fine ass man over there. You might want to
Lloyd.
grope it a little bit.
no,
Is that just me?
no, you cussing though.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, see, no one heard it.
The people do. I have
Almost
to.
something.
I hear it.
But yeah. I mean, it's like non-consensual. Like you touching up on somebody that don't want to be touched upon.
I mean, but how many times have you been going through the club and it's packed? I've been groped so
No,
many
that's
times
not-
at a
that's
PB
different.
party.
No.
That's
No, no.
It's been ridiculous.
That's
Touching is
accidental
different.
groping.
That
Like,
is not accidental.
like
He said
we-
groping. He didn't say accidentally bumped into. He
we
said
talking about.
groped.
We talking about like.
yeah.
Groped is
No, what you mean?
intentional.
If you like sliding through and
That's
you
not what
accidentally
he's
get
talking
rubbed,
about.
like that's not a grope.
You didn't ask him what he meant.
I've had
you
my
assumed
I've had
that
my
was
butt
it.
grabbed
Yes.
at parties. I've had my male genitalia grabs at parties.
you've been
when I'm
sexually assaulted?
walking through the party.
So you've been sexually assaulted.
I just felt like that person maybe didn't watch their hands, you know, something like that. But it's happened.
See, look, I told you accidental grabbing. See, look,
That
he
wasn't
even-
accidental.
He just redefined my definition.
This
for me.
white, this woman
He
on
gave them the benefit
6th
of the
Street.
doubt.
This woman on 6th Street pinched my butt and was like, I like it, like, and she was
Maybe you shouldn't sag
Caucasian.
your pants.
She was 3. I don't sag. You know I don't
Say it
sag.
right now. What you talking about?
Well, right now, but that's the form of the outfit. But It is like for real.
Then you sag.
I was okay. I may have been
Sag
sagging
from time
on
to time.
6th Street, but I did not want that white woman to pinch my butt.
Nah, that's when I get confused with the sexual, because it's like I've been assaulted all through high school. If you
That's sexual assault. Then.
I was about to say if you were born with a big butt, because I have to say that.
There's
But
not
if you had a big butt, then more than likely, like I want to say all the time, guys will grab and smack your ass.
That's true.
Oh, sorry.
That's true. It's a
But
thing.
That's sexual assault.
But it's just like I don't know. I don't really. I don't call it sexual assault. I call it assault.
But because
I guess it
we
is.
grew up
But
and
I
it was
don't
kind of
deal with
blurred.
that. Someone grabbed my titties,
That's sexual
twisted them.
assault.
That I would count as sexual.
No.
My butt, I don't really count that as sexual.
But it's sexual also.
That's fine. But I don't
Okay,
really,
what
I
about
count as-
guys if they slap their butt and we're playing sports and stuff? I'm sexually assaulted.
No, they really can't do that no more because of sexual assault.
That came from the Roman and Greek times when they did their little stuff. Because gymnasium actually comes from like mentor and mentees. Well, that's when they used to take young boys and do stuff to them. And that's where
Really?
Cupid and all that comes from. It's very twisted.
Oh my god,
But we're not going to get into that today.
that's definitely the anatomy of a scandal.
Yeah, but
However,
that's
it's
the show.
good.
The
Y'all
show,
go watch it.
the show wants to
Gymnasium,
confuse people
Lesbo
more and more
Island.
on like. I wish they would have gave a clear cut like. I don't know. Maybe they did it on purpose.
I think they did it on purpose to really.
But then they made the wife make it seem like the wife was defining that her husband sexually assaulted him, and I'm just like,
the wife has other issues with him. Okay,
Hey,
it's
low-key-
other issues that he lies a lot. He doesn't tell the truth. He's always it's always kind of his way or the highway in retrospect, and that's what she didn't like about him. So that's what was so, I think, captivating about the whole thing is that even during this trial, she realized things about her husband that she did not realize before.
Like the ultimatum.
Exactly. So it's like, who are you really marrying? I think that's what it was. Like, who are you really getting married to? Do you know that person?
Yeah. Hearing these other stories.
Exactly. Do you know who
I
that
feel
person
that.
really is?
I feel that.
Aki, do you know who that person really is? Greg, did you know who that person really was before you married
I
them?
feel like I wanted to say something. I forgot what it was. Unfortunately.
You didn't know.
Oh, you asked me a question for real?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you know? Did you feel like you knew her?
you thought he was rambling too. I did too. I was waiting for him to just stop.
Honestly, I knew.
You did.
Were you in denial?
So did you know? Okay, because I know like
I wasn't. I knew. So I can say this because she told me this already. So she can't say I'm slandering her, but she literally told me that she was like a narcissist,
Okay.
and I knew that from day one.
She told you that.
Oh, wow.
But she wasn't working on it.
You know, I'm
Was
happy
she
that
working
she
on
admitted that. We also gotta stop labeling people narcissists. Like y'all don't. I hate like narcissist is such a for you. I guess at that time it's not how
She
it is
came in
now.
with that.
But a lot of people now have been throwing around the word narcissist, and I don't like it. Like they just been throwing it around. Like they you're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. Da, da, da. I'm like, hey, you have narcissistic tendencies. And I'm like, yo, just because you read on some posts from some angry woman that went and read a medical web definition of what a narcissist is doesn't mean you can diagnose somebody as a narcissist.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's an actual clinical diagnosis you can get. Therefore, you can't just run around saying because you don't like the way somebody's acting or the things they do or whatever that they're a
So they ain't doing it
narcissist.
for you.
Yeah,
But yeah, so she called you. She said she was a narcissist.
she
Yeah,
called
she
herself a
told me
narcissist. Yeah.
Yeah, she told me that, which I already kind of figured, but I just kind of let it go. I let that because you can't have someone that's perfect. That's gonna be some give and take. So, and it wasn't really as well. I guess it was kind of impactful, but still, it worked until it didn't.
Well, my thing is, I know in my relationship now, I know what I can do for that person to leave me. So, because y'all are divorced, did you know
What are those called?
those things? Huh?
What are they called? They have a word for that. You know, they're
Their breaking points. Or
Yeah,
something like
some
that?
word, though.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
know. I know what you're
Yeah.
saying, but
Yeah, that.
I know what lengths I can push my spouse, significant other, in order for them to leave me. Did you know that when you lost your job or things of that nature happened with you, that they were going to leave you, or that there would be a possibility that they would leave you?
We didn't even finish that story, did we?
Well, Okay, so I'm gonna kind of give you a little more context because it wasn't the job thing. It was because before, cause that was 2019. We got divorced. 2018, we first talked about it. She actually moved back home, like from out of state, and for like a few months. Then she came back. So because she literally packed her stuff and left, when she came back, I already knew ahead of time like there's a chance that this really ain't gonna work out. But if it doesn't work out, I'm good with it because at least we gave it an extra shot.
Was this before or after you lost your job?
She came back before.
She what?
So when she originally left, I just got that job. I lost.
Oh, you had just lost it.
I just got the job.
He just got it.
Oh, so before.
I literally just
before
like, 'cause I was working overnight for the longest, and that was damage to our marriage anyways.
Yeah.
So I just got that daytime job, and she moved out.
Okay.
That was November 2018. She came back in March of 2019. I still at the same job. I was there for a few months at that point. I knew that was a chance that she could have walked, but I didn't think she was going to do it that year. But wasn't gonna be caught surprised if she was like, okay, we can't do this. This ain't gonna work out.
Because you already were on the rocks.
Essentially. Plus, we had to do a miscarriage in between all of that.
Sorry to hear that.
So it's a lot that happened within those 6 months.
Yeah.
That anybody wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, it's a lot.
So what was the thing that Bertha comes back?
It was the losing the job.
It was a job thing.
So when you said, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's like, did she do it that day? That next day?
No, it was later on that week.
Like that
week. We was doing like marriage counseling at that point, and she actually planned on telling me at marriage counseling that she wanted out. I had to pry it out of her like the day before.
Why? Because she was like being distant?
She was distant. She wasn't saying nothing to me. She was just acting all like, her words started changing from we to I. I knew then, like, oh, okay. That's all right. This what's up.
Did y'all even make it to that session?
We
did. Oh, okay.
How did you meet her?
It was IG. Then she was a business major as well, so she did accounting, so same building.
Oh, okay. She went to PV.
Was she always trying to be the dominant one in y'all's relationship?
She didn't try. She always was.
I think Greg likes that though. Greg, do you like that?
I was used to it.
Greg, do you consider yourself a beta?
No. The way I would describe it, I recognize early on what the role's going to be, and I just play it to the best of my abilities.
But what role do you want to play, Greg?
Do you know what you want?
I never really paid too much attention to that, honestly. I never paid too much attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, I didn't like to get caught up into doing like where everybody keep telling what you need to do. It's like a lot of white noise that go around you. So I just try to focus on, okay, this is what we're doing. This is what's going on. Cool. That's why I hate like when people do like roles and stuff like that, and what you got to do.
Gender roles and all that stuff.
Yeah, I hate when people do that because it's just like, for me, the way I experience it is like, no, you do different things depending on who you're dealing with.
Yeah, because some guys are better at cleaning than women. And
some guys are better at cooks than wives.
Yeah.
Some guys are better at staying home and the wife is going to make the money. Like,
that's true.
It works different. We in 2022. It's a whole different world now.
So you're very fluid.
I mean, I feel like
I
feel like there was those relationships back in the day.
Yeah, probably one that most pronounced because they try.
People just be saying stuff just to hit themselves talk.
What? Oh, the whole.
Yeah, because it's like people be doing what they do in their relationship,
Yeah, so that's why so for me, I'm just like whatever. Like, okay, what we gonna do?
Yeah.
What's the plan? What's the game plan?
What about you, Aki?
Don't ask me. No, what about you, Lloyd?
Why are you getting defensive?
Yeah, what is that about?
You look at you.
Stay.
I'm asking you a legit question.
I'm talking to Lloyd. Let me.
And I'm on the podcast.
What about you, Lloyd?
Well, what about me?
No,
I'm very open about my relationship.
Are you a beta, alpha?
rules.
What are you? What's your relationship role? Are you the woman in the relationship, or are you the man in the relationship?
I'm really the woman. I'm really a girl on the inside, and that's just who I am. I know that about me, and I love that about myself more than anything. I like that I'm a man. I don't want to be a woman, But I like that I do take a second role.
I
I mean, even if I was to date a woman, I feel like I would be the one like cooking, doing the cleaning and stuff like that, because that's I want it done
I'm not tripping
a
on
certain
that.
way.
Cooking and cleaning, I don't define it to just women roles at this point.
Right. But
that really came from like a servitude type of thing.
Exactly.
Well, the man's working, he can't cook and clean.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not that type of service. I'm talking about like actual like when people had made.
I wasn't talking about that.
Oh no, I'm saying it came from like.
Role.
I'm saying those roles, those gender roles in particular, came from like the roles of butlers and maids. When you break that down,
right, I understand that.
From back in the day, the way the butlers and maids were.
No, I'm saying where did it cross over?
To what? To the gender roles?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it never crossed over. I'm saying that's where the mindset of the gender roles came from.
Yeah, so
it's like over. Women were usually doing the.
I feel like it's because if you're the workhorse, the man, and you're going out and working all day, you don't have time to cook and clean because you're working all day. So if I'm the one at the house, that's naturally the role I'm going to take because we got to eat. And I'm not out working. And
even in my relationship, when I was working and cooking and doing the cleaning and stuff like that, I almost did crack because I was just so stressed out. Like my job was stressful. The home life was stressful. Nothing was ever clean because when I got home, I'm tired. I'm not cooking or cleaning. We finna go to McDonald's and then we finna sit here and watch Netflix until we fall asleep. And that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, especially, and I worked in the school district, so that's a lot of jobs that a lot of women did and still cooked and cleaned at the same time. That's why I say that, because it's still difficult and it's still
a job.
Has a hard thing.
That is a job.
Exactly, that is a job. Yes. Laundry, all this stuff.
Why are you getting defensive?
I'm not. We saying, woo, we
Why
tired.
you getting defensive? I took it as you getting defensive.
Well, you took it wrong with your offended self.
So did you.
That's I didn't.
You be taking my defensive wrongs.
Yeah.
Me and Lloyd was laughing also.
We're not being defensive, Aki. But so you would require a woman to cook and clean for you?
Did I say that?
I'm asking.
Why are you asking the question?
Because we're asking.
Let me ask Camille. Now we talking about Camille.
Lord, you can ask me because I'm not offensive.
Right. Well, this is Aki is the last. I asked the questions. Aki friends.
No.
Okay. All right. Fine.
You
Camille,
gonna answer the question.
What about you? Which are you prior to the traditional gender roles? Are you more of a stronger? I'm gonna go to work and then you cook, you clean.
I got a better question for you actually.
No. Okay, can you let him talk?
Go ahead.
You didn't want to answer nothing?
I do want to answer.
No, you don't. You want to talk and question people.
I do want to talk.
So get it right. Now hush and listen.
The talk. Horse. Come on.
Oh my God. See, this is the anatomy of a scandal.
So going back to you, Lloyd. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to answer this in a roundabout way because I want to give you context.
Okay.
And then so I'm going to go a little to the past and I'm going to bring it to the present.
Okay.
So in the past, because I feel like a lot of us women, millennials, grew up to operate more in the masculine.
Okay.
So to be like, go get her, get these jobs, don't need a man, you know, which I understand. But I feel like they pushed the gas a little too hard.
They did.
Yeah. It's just like, so I grew up being this like, you know, and I was never like put the man down, but just like, you know, I need to have my own because I don't ever want to be put in a position where I have to rely on a man. And now I'm like out. So that's always how I took it. But that doesn't take away from the damage that was done. So it's just like, it pushed me in a more masculine role. So therefore I unknowingly kind of was like battling for that masculine role, and you can't have two people going for the same role,
right?
Because you're gonna have conflict.
That's
right.
That's for me.
So it's just like now that I've gotten older, and I'm like this independent woman thing. You gotta make me drink the Kool-Aid, and I don't like it. I'm over it. It's like I don't want to. Like that's not who I am. You know, like me learning more about myself and accepting myself and embracing myself as a woman. Because before I felt like I was pushed into that. As far as like how I was raised, I feel like I was pushed in that as far as like being one of the only black girls in my school, so I'm bigger, you know, and I'm like taller and stronger, so therefore it made me not feel feminine.
Okay.
So it pushed me to a masculine side.
Okay.
So then it's like I felt weird in my body in a way, you know, because not that I was like gay or nothing, but it's just like it made me feel like I wasn't woman enough. Mm-hmm. It made me feel like I wasn't feminine enough. Mm-hmm. So it made me feel, it just caused like conflict within myself and within my relationship, because now I'm buying for something that's not mine, because I'm a female,
right?
So I should kind of go more towards the female side. Anyway, so as I embrace myself, I've been like, I want to be gentle, I want to be soft, I want to be the female. I don't want to lead. Mm-hmm. Like I can be the strategist, you know what I'm saying? But the strategists sit at home and take care of stuff. I don't want to be on the battlefield. I don't want to be breaking my back. You know what I'm saying? True. It's like that's what the man's for. So it's just like now I want to play the feminine role and I want a man to lead. Now, as the person I am, I'm going to make sure I vet and choose a guy who can lead the same way I would, if not better.
Okay.
So therefore, I don't need him smacking his teeth.
Nah, because how you going to say you want a guy to lead the way you can or better? But
you're not listening. So let me continue. So therefore,
defensive.
I can... No, because you're interrupting me. And I'm not going there with you.
It's a question. It's a conversation.
But let me finish. So, yeah, so therefore I can take the back seat and he can, you know, he can lead and he can do that stuff. And it's like, even down to the fact that like, I think I would prefer to cook and clean because I don't want to go out and necessarily do stuff, or I can hire somebody if I do. And then like, I want him to wash my car. I want to take care of all the car maintenance and stuff like that. Take out the trash, do the lawn work, all that kind of stuff. And I'll take care of the home and the kids and stuff like that. I really want to embody like the feminine traits of femininity, and then him do that. And then based on like, you know, our strengths and weaknesses, we could flip that, you know, because it's like maybe he's a better cook than me. Maybe he likes to cook better than me, or maybe I'm better at this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And go from there.
Yeah, I understand that.
I think I answered it all.
Yeah, no, I like that. I really like that as a example, and you know, I feel like that's better. You know,
nah, shut up, Lloyd.
Nah, I do.
Go ahead, Aki.
Nah, how you gonna try to tell a man how he's supposed to lead?
I didn't say that.
That's not what
Ask
she
the
said.
question. Ask another question for clarity.
No, I'm actually kind of with Akiola because honestly, that low key was my ex-wife's problem.
But look, so I'm gonna say it again.
No. I get no.
Because y'all.
No, I hear what you're saying.
You didn't say it in my exact terminology. No.
That's why I want you to further talk about it to see what the disconnect was.
The way you said it.
Disconnect. There's a disconnect.
I got you. The way you said it.
So that's why I wanted to repeat myself.
The way you said it, it
What
sounded like you said you look for
a man to lead.
Wait, I want him to say it.
No.
Okay.
You want a man who's gonna lead in the way that you're gonna lead, or better.
Yeah.
And that is why I'm saying, like, how are you going to try to base a way a man leads based off of your definition of the way you lead?
So I see. I see how you got confused.
I get the better part, right?
What?
I'm saying. Go ahead.
I see how you confused it. So I'm saying when I get to know somebody, we're gonna be equally yoked. Yeah. So they're gonna have the same beliefs as me. Yeah. They're gonna have the same ideals as me. They're gonna have the same whatever. So it's just like we are on the same page. So therefore, if we're on the same page,
lead the same. She would like to lead. Yeah. Like he's not gonna do anything in leading that she would disapprove of because they're on the same page.
And that's why you choose someone
that's like you.
Yeah. You choose someone because they're gonna lead you. They're a reflection of you. So I'm gonna get someone who's a reflection of me, who knows what to do. Therefore, I don't have to do that anymore.
Exactly. Yeah,
so they can do it as good as me or better, because it's like the way I would handle a decision would be the same way they would handle it, because we're one and the same.
I don't think she was trying to.
Do you still have?
To steer the way the man's going to lead. He can lead however he feels necessary to, but how he feels necessary to is going to be how she likes it, because they are equally yoked.
I respect them. I respect their decisions. I respect them as a person. I'm not gonna get a hoodlum.
That's
you. That's your perspective.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
that's what I'm
saying.
Thing. Like the words.
That helps
that's what
you.
It was how it was presented.
Same way that you treat me whenever I say something, and you be like, "Well, it helps me." The same thing. I
understand that.
Same scenario.
What
I'm saying is, yes, I don't like the way you're saying it, but you're correct. I get what you're saying at this point now. Yes. Because when you just said like
You
he's
don't
gonna
like
handle
that.
the situation the same way I handle it,
Though,
nobody's
you
ever
don't
gonna
like
handle a situation the same way you would.
Yeah, they would.
No.
We're gonna agree to disagree there.
Personalities are different. You're never gonna find a guy that's like you.
Yeah, I will, and I have. So there's that.
Oh, you found a guy that's like
Yeah,
you?
I have.
Oh, yeah.
I said
And
yes.
I think y'all are
Y'all
looking
been
at
going
that
on
in
dates?
a
What's up?
feminine perspective,
Can I get
not
invited?
not necessarily like her, but in her like mind. You know what I'm saying? Is what she's thinking about. Like, okay, somebody cut you off on while you driving. Her like mind and his like mind might be like, okay, we're just gonna bow back. We're not gonna blow the. But me and my little babe might be blowing the horn. Like, baby, don't be cutting us off because no. So it's like I agree that he got angry with her because I am also angry with her and we're like minded. So we gonna lead the same way. And then in her retrospect, they're not doing that. They're just gonna
Y'all
be
can both be angry, but the way you go about solving a solution or problem is always it's up to the person.
okay. He might use cuss words. I might not use cuss
But
words.
that's negligible.
Right.
I'm not gonna get somebody talks to them crazy. They're gonna go shoot them. That is not
Exactly.
like-minded for me.
Exactly.
Or they gonna cuss them out. I don't want that.
Exactly.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
not.
relative percentage that was like.
I'm not.
Because y'all were
defending
listening
it.
from your own understanding.
No, I mean,
Same as
but
you do the same thing. Don't
I asked
don't
for
act like that.
clarifying questions though.
And
Even when we clarify, you still be
That was what he was
like
trying to
my
do.
Because
head.
then we agree to disagree. Because
We
not
don't
on the
agree
same
to
page.
disagree. We agree, and you just go with your definition of it.
What? I just changed it, then I can understand.
No. He was trying to get. He was actually with you. It was just the way that it was worded.
No,
that
he was
saying.
with me after the fact. He was not with me
he
at
was
the
with
beginning.
you before.
Was he?
Yes,
He was.
He
No.
said no.
No. He was.
I was trying to get you to clarify your wording on it.
You said no
I was
when
still
I first
with you.
said it.
No, he was with you. Is this week? Okay.
I think you might have thought.
No.
How you going to speak for me and I keep telling
Because
you?
you
I'm
told
with
me
you?
no. You were like, no, you can't do that.
No, I think what Ike was doing is also I'm also thinking, this is a podcast right now, and this is more so of break it even down further so that the common person can be like, okay, now I get where you're coming from. Because this is how when people like say something and stuff gets taken way out of context and wasn't meant anything. Then I go. That's what he was just doing right there. He was like, hey, look, okay, I got what you're saying. The wording was just, I wouldn't exactly word it the same way.
Yeah, but that was after I explained it. Then he was able to agree with me. He didn't agree with me at first.
Anyways, thank you, Camille.
You're welcome. That's what I do. I take the time to explain so you can understand. Thank you. You're
I
welcome.
just did want to touch on one part that you said that got me really thinking. I had to clarify what I was saying earlier.
Okay.
It was the idea how you grew up, how you had to fight for this masculine position.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the biggest rub between me and my ex-wife because of how she had to grow up. I'm not putting all the business out there, obviously, but like how she had to grow up.
Nah, great.
No.
Put it out there, baby.
No,
We're here for you.
I'm not. That's not who I am. The way that she had to grow up, she had to grow up way much sooner than I had to. Essentially, like I have, me growing up, going to college. It wasn't until I met my roommate that I actually met someone that didn't really have a dad around. I didn't know what that was like.
You grew up with both your parents? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was like until I got to college. I was like, oh, this is a whole new situation. I didn't think it even existed till
It's a different world.
I mean, I hear about it because it was one thing you heard about for me, but I didn't really until I saw it. I didn't know how to really react to it. So it's same thing with my ex-wife. It was just like when you hear about how someone kind of have to grow up, you figure, okay, that'd be a rub, but you didn't think how much of a fight it would be.
Yeah.
Because it was a fight.
Now and the thing is
it was a constant fight because it was always she was thinking, okay, because I had to do this, you should be able to do this, that, and the third. I'm like, I didn't have to worry about those things. Like even at PB, I didn't have to work for PB. I did it because at that time I met her and on a date, and I didn't want to ask my parents to date. I wouldn't ask my parents for money to date her. That's affecting my parents dating her too when that's not the case.
Well, your parents, you do date. You do
yes.
date your parents. They're your spouses.
Well, let me reword it. I didn't want my parents to fund me trying to date her.
Okay.
I want to actually be able to do it on my own.
Yeah.
At the very least, if I can't do that basic stuff, then what am I here for?
Yeah. Now, for my situation, it's a long layered thing because it's not like I'm like one of those really like aggressive arguing kind. Like when I am threatened, I will, and that's when I'm interrupted or feel disrespected. And I feel disrespected when people don't listen and keep doing the stuff that I asked them not to do. And that's when I feel disrespected. So they're all related to that.
Keep talking over here to me, and you don't see.
I was just talking to
Nah, you said listen, and it pierced my ears.
Well, that's you and your stuff.
No, it wasn't. No, she did like that.
That's you and no, I didn't. That's you and your.
She was speaking in general. I got you.
Yeah, thank you. You getting defensive again.
We're here with you, Camille.
She said when people don't listen.
Because a lot of people don't. But anyway, so,
I heard this come across my ear.
You had to hit that hollering right there.
I
got you saying.
Is that hit a nerve for you acting because you don't listen? Is that what it is? Did that hit a nerve for you because you don't listen? Exactly, because you don't listen.
So yeah, so it's just like I'm not one of those, and it's just like this is hindsight. Like when during my relationships, I didn't realize because all this was subconscious. This whole masculine thing, I realized that way after the fact. And it's just like at the time, I feel like because I wasn't even ready for relationships, I just kind of like might as well because society would always be like, oh well. How you know you're gonna be ready? And it's just like, well, I know I'm not ready, but because people say that, I was just kind of like, well, I don't want to block my blessings, kind of thing.
It's a yes and no.
But that's what I was going off of what society did, which was wrong.
Yeah,
so
it's more of you're ready when you feel like you're ready, not when they tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Ready.
So I'm just finding myself in these relationships, and now looking hindsight, like looking back on them, it's like I probably technically. Because I wasn't the typical, like strong, argumentative kind necessarily. It was more of like, I guess I didn't really respect them leading. Like, I was more logical than they were. And a lot of times I tried to take a back seat because that's what I saw my mom and dad do. But it's like, I would find myself having to, like, step up because I was the one, like, in some relationships, I was the more successful one. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I was the more logical one. So it's like, now I'm having to step up and do like a position I didn't really want. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like now I consciously know I want to be in the feminine. But it's like before I was trying to be in it, but my energy was still like masculine.
Second nature.
Yeah, because it's like I didn't really like decide I really, really want to be in relationships, right? I just kind of did it. So therefore it's like I'll start seeing them act as themselves and then I'd be like, wait, like you're handling this wrong. Right. So now I gotta do it, and that probably didn't leave a good taste in their mouth. But it's just like, but you're not like, even in my last relationship, like my divorce or whatever, like I tried to let him lead, and like I think we would have been more successful if I had led, honestly, because it's like his accolades and all this other stuff made it seem like he was this, but it's just like when certain things popped up, it was just like, what's wrong with you?
Camille, I did not know that you were married and divorced.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know.
Really? Oh my God! When did you get divorced?
So we were together 5 years. So basically, it was 25 to 29.
25 to 29. Okay.
25, 20, well, 30.
Okay.
But yeah, we were married like a year and a half. 2 years on paper.
Okay.
Why do you feel like if you led the relationship, y'all be together still?
Because he was running amok, and it's just like this was his second marriage, so he had already had a failed marriage, and then it's just like. You don't know what you're doing.
Was he the same age as you?
So can we have like a definition of what he doesn't know that he was doing?
Yeah.
Like an example.
Let me think. So, I don't know. I felt like he was more passive than me, and I felt like he didn't have good judgment. And I could back up that judgment on how the like divorce went. Even though like he should have had good judgment, but anyway, I'm not gonna play on those words. But yeah, he just kind of, because he came from a broken household. So if I really break it down, right? He came from a broken household. His mom was on drugs. And then, like, his dad wasn't around. So it's just like, how would he know how to lead? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And just like, I came from a household, it's dysfunctional. But I do know what a male and female are. Not necessarily in a marriage. But I know what they are. And my dad was very dominant. So it's just like, I know what dominance looks like, and I know what leading looks like. So it's like, in certain situations, I can speak up and do stuff. Like if we were talking to a person probably like selling us home security, right? Any type of communication like that, where you're talking to like another party, I would let him lead, and then I'd have to step in because I'd be like, dang, like, why aren't you asking this? Why aren't you asking this? Like, I'm gonna talk them down. Like, let's get a cheaper thing. I'm gonna negotiate. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know, it's like I could. So it's like I didn't necessarily want to, but it's just like because I didn't necessarily choose him, I kind of might as well myself into this relationship. You know, and then it's like even looking back at like a lot of the scenes we had where we had arguments. That's why I say I feel like if I would have led us, then we wouldn't have had the issues we had. Because it's like if you're a leader, you're supposed to make sure that your people are good. And you weren't making sure I was good. You know, you weren't doing a pulse check. I would always raise my hand and say, hey, I'm dying, I need this, which was the same complaint over and over again. But you could not still do it. But if I would have led and been more of the boss, like I know I can, but I was trying to take a beta position because, one, that's my default from my parents, right? Watching them. And then, because my dad is very dominant, like he's very strict and dominant. And then, and it's like, I know I can be that. So I purposely push myself back because I can be, you know? So anyway, so I feel like if I would have led and like gave him his role, we would have been more effective. Because it's like, I feel like I have more strategy and leader traits than he did.
And you probably did. But the thing is, was he going to be susceptible to that?
I think he would have.
And that's that. I was going to ask that same question.
Because the times when I did it, we were good.
Well,
but it's just like, but I didn't feel like that was my role, and I didn't want to step on any toes. And so I am a people pleaser.
My other question behind that, though, also, because of like, I feel like even if you would have led, y'all still would have ended up in divorce long term because off of what you want. You don't want to. You just said
it would have lasted longer, and I feel like it wouldn't have been as toxic.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
I feel like we would have just probably agreed that this isn't working. Well, I feel like it would have been a mature breakup.
So the inroad still would have been broken.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. But it's like, but it was so much toxicity and unnecessariness in there. But it's like, I don't want to leave. That's what I'm saying. Like,
were y'all the same age?
No, he was 9 years older.
Oh wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a lot of trauma and issues and all types of stuff.
You just giving it up today.
He asked. When people ask.
No, I've asked before.
You've been and you come and it's like you be having stuff behind your question.
I don't have stuff behind my
trying to pull points.
First off, hold on, wait. No. We're not even gonna do that. I'm not gonna let you get that one out. That's not. I don't know why you think that. I don't know where you get that from. It's not true.
Said the same thing,
I've never done that to you. Lloyd's a liar.
You did it earlier.
No, I didn't. I asked you a question.
And then for what reason? You still didn't give me the reason.
I don't even remember the question.
Exactly,
I tried to bring it up.
Because it wasn't for
it was cheating. It was the cheating question. And I asked you because I was just trying to figure out why you got so upset about that phrase.
Exactly. So you were coming from some like little space.
It's not a little space.
Yes, it was on topic. Because you was like, I'm trying to see where you coming from. Why you so mad? It's like asking like, I want a good example for that.
Asking somebody if they've been cheated on is not a big thing.
No, because it's the way you do it.
I think we've all been cheated on in here.
No, it's the way you do it.
You've been cheated on? Greg, you been cheated on?
I think.
I assume somebody never asked.
Like you do it in this way. So say I'm acting out, right?
I have, but I was cheating,
listen,
I'm all right.
This is what you do. Listen. So this is an example. I'm acting all buck wild, right? I'm like talking out of pocket.
Why are you poking me?
I'm touching you.
Don't be poking me. That hurt. Ouch.
Okay, I'm sorry, Aki. Can we move on? So yeah, so pretty much
poking me in my breast.
I'm acting out, right? I'm acting out and doing all this stuff, right? And this is the same thing he do. He'll be like, "Did your mama whoop you?"
I never said that to you. I've never asked you that.
I'm saying this is an example.
Oh, okay. But it's just let them know it's an example. I ain't never said that to you.
It's a question to like prove a point or something that you're like.
You do the same stuff.
No, I actually ask for substance and context. I'm a very context and substance person.
I asked for context and substance too.
No, you ask it to be like, oh, that's why you acting like that.
No, I did not. What did I say about you being cheated on earlier?
That's how you ask the questions.
I couldn't even go in depth because you got so offensive.
You didn't.
About the first
I asked
part.
you to go in depth, and you said you was gonna go later.
Right. So now that we're here,
which is now
that we're here, why do you think you got cheated on?
Oh, because he was a cheater.
No, but why do men cheat? I have
different
a theory.
reasons.
I have a theory.
People cheat for different reasons.
Why would you? Have you cheated?
Technically, non-technically, I don't know. I'm in a gray area. Gray area.
Gray area.
No, I do. Yes. No, you deal with black and white. Didn't she just say that?
Aki.
She deal in the black and
But
white.
I use it.
Black
to
and
my
white, my
advantage when I
cheating.
need to.
Which one are you? You cheater or you not a cheater?
I'm gonna say gray.
Aki, what is your definition? Why do you think men cheat?
You said what?
Why do you think men cheat?
Oh, we're lacking something emotionally typical time, or we're lacking something. Like the relationship is lacking something that we're not getting, and we found somewhere else, and we want to keep that relationship and we want to have our cake and eat it too, which is a horrible. I hate that phrase, but
It's true.
That's why men cheat.
I think because the
I think it's deeper.
slave owners tried to breed us, and we had to have sex with all the other women in the slave ship and stuff.
Why do you think it's deeper
And
than
then
that?
I feel like that's learned behavior over time. While
It is. It is a layer.
It's
It
all
is
right,
a layer.
Lloyd.
You know,
I'm not a cheater
layer.
because my daddy was a cheater.
No,
You might
It
be.
is. It is a.
I get
It
your
is
point,
a
Lloyd.
thing.
Right.
I get your point. I get
Yeah,
your point.
yeah.
Wait,
They have
it's a
that.
thing.
What's your?
So I feel like people cheat because it's more of a hole within themselves. It's something that's not being fulfilled in themselves. Not necessarily that person. You think it's that person, but necessarily it's you. Because
Camille.
it's like you can open your mouth and say this is not what I want and break up with that person and then go do what you want.
Yeah.
You either cheating emotionally or physically, right?
Yeah, and it's
Most
like
guys cheat physically. It's usually
you
due
think
to a lack
that.
of sex.
I feel like I think people are stuck on that idea, but really it's deeper than that.
Well,
I
it's
feel
just
like
a lack
if,
of sex.
Because it's like we were having,
I've cheated due to sexual reasons.
I'm sure, but it's
Okay.
just like,
Or-
but I feel like it's deeper than that. I feel like that's the superficial reason, but if you really dig, it's deeper than that.
Like the
Because-
woman could be belittling to the man, that can make him cheat as well.
or you
because
don't
he's-
feel
I
like
said
a man. You
emotionally.
feel like
It's
you
not
need
even-
to overcome a lot of people to like fill a void that you're unaware of. Like a
So-
lot of stuff is
So back to
subconscious.
my placeholder woman, right? Like placeholding a woman, right? Like you keep her because you don't want to lose her, but you don't necessarily want her, or you're not ready for her, right?
So leave.
Like right, and they don't know how to leave, or they're
Because
afraid
they
to
have
leave,
issues
or
within
they-
themselves.
Right, but then they got all these other women who like throwing it at them, so they're like, well, let me just go take these women on the side, and I still got my main one at home,
Yeah, it's like your integrity is like off.
I
There's
should
no
call Will.
integrity.
I need Will.
Maybe.
He a cheater. No, he not.
Oh my god. But
I need
was
Darby.
about to
Darby a
add to
cheater
that.
for sure.
Oh, it's like me, okay? So like we were having a discussion yesterday in this
You
group.
gonna tell us about you cheating?
We're having a discussion yesterday in this group, and we were talking about what was it? I forget what the exact question was, but it's something about like why are women? I'm paraphrasing the crap out of this question, but it was something about like why are women combative or something like that in a relationship, something like that, and. In the past, I would be like, oh, well, not even me, but in the past, people would say, or even currently, people say like, oh, it's because my ex was aggressive, my ex did this to me, my ex did this, right? Mm-hmm. It comes from my ex. I was in a bad relationship, but it's just like now that I've like dug and done deeper and more healing, if you want to call it, or just like shadow work, what I like to call it. It has nothing to do with my past relationships. It has everything to do with my childhood. It has everything to do with my relationship with my father, my relationship with myself. Because it's like I have become defensive, and I feel like a lot of women feel this way. I've become defensive because I never felt like I had a voice. So anytime I'm cut off, it triggers me because it's like you're not letting me get my point off. Where it's just like I grew up in a very strict home where my dad made all the decisions. It's like I would beg and plead, like, this is what I want to do, and be, just like have my own developmental stage, right, of being like a person and being like an individual, but that was always stripped from me. Even up like past college, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I kind of did the same thing with like when I got in my relationship. And it's just like, I just spent a lot of time like not being able to evolve myself and speak up for myself and have an opinion, so it's just like that trigger is not those, it goes back to then, because it's like I never felt like I was heard. So therefore when I interrupted, and when I feel like people are arguing my point without me getting it all the way out, because it's like most times I don't need people to agree with me. I just need you to hear me.
Exactly.
So it's just like, and so when that happens, I get combative. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm at that point now where it's just like I don't even care at this point, because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna work on my trigger, so I cannot, but it's like in the middle of it, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. because it's like, you're not listening to me. You are cutting me off. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, it comes from her place, but it's like, the fact is that you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and I've noticed since now that I stand more in it, that happens, right? So then now you're buying, because it's like, even watching them shows, I notice people are doing it, right? So it's like the first person's talking and they're trying to get their point off, and then the other person interrupts, and then it's like, now they're trying to talk, but then the other first person is like, no, I'm trying to talk. So now the second person is like, well, you're cutting me off. You're cutting me off. And it's like, well, dude, you cut me off first. Yeah. And it's just like, you can dish it, but you can't take it. And then now they're, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, people do it all the time.
Now we're arguing, and none of what we were trying to say to each other is getting across, because now we're just mad at each other.
We as a whole, at least in America, we have an issue, because I was guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in a household that did it all the time. I just picked up the habits from them. And just like, and I had to work really hard. That era when I worked on my listening skills, that was hard. But we have an issue with listening. And it's just like, I find that I always get in issues with only the same type of people. And it's those type of people who listen to respond instead of the people that listen to understand.
I think, you know, I've always agreed with you on that phrase, the listening to respond, listening to understand, until just now.
Okay.
And that's only because I've realized, like, you have to listen to do both. Because in order for you to respond, you really need to understand what you're responding to begin with. You know? So you really should, like, listen to understand and not just, like in a debate, you're responding. You're not really listening to understand, you know? Not in a debate setting, in a debate forum setting. You're presenting an argument, I'm presenting an argument. We're arguing with each other, and I want you to know my opinion. I want you to take my opinion as right. You want me to take your opinion as right. And
it's a shouting match.
And most conversations end up being like that, because nobody's actually listening to the other person's point.
Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, in order for a conversation to ensue, there has to be a response to what the person's saying. So, like, sometimes, and also I think sometimes, like, we may understand what you're saying, we just disagree with it, you know? And
I'm not talking about us specifically.
I'm saying, I was speaking in a general terminology.
Okay.
And that's,
well, I feel like the issue is, because I feel like you're kind of getting lost when I say listen to respond. Because yes, you're going to respond, but it's the timing of that response. Because it's like, did you listen first to be able to respond correctly?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So that's what my issue is, because someone will be telling a story, and then the other person will be listening. They'll be like, oh, I know what they're about to say. And then they respond before the person can finish saying what they want to say. Because maybe it sounded that way, but maybe they're about to give up background that is completely different than the way you think. And I feel like people always think that people think the way they think. So therefore, you get in these debates where half the time, I know, even especially being like a dorm mother for the freshman building, a lot of my girls would get in fights. And they're actually saying the same thing. It's just that they weren't able to hear each other. So when I sit one down, hear their story. When I sit there one down, hear their story. Then we see that y'all were saying the same thing. It's just that nobody was listening. And they were saying it differently than you. So it's just like, that's why listening and like taking turns is so important. So you can actually hear where that person's coming from. And I feel like a lot of people tell me stuff, and it's always been that way. But I think it's because I grew up in a household where people weren't able to say what they wanted to say. So I learned to be able to let people talk. And because of that, that's why people feel comfortable. Because they always tell me that, like, I don't even know why I'm telling you all this. Da, da, da. And I'm like, it's because I listen, you know.
Right,
but because a lot of people don't get that.
No, they don't.
So a lot of times I find myself in situations where people just be talking like a long time. It's like I be wanting to cut them off, but at the same time I'd be like, you know, I feel like I'm giving them a gift, because it's like they probably don't get a chance to get a lot of stuff out. So I just let them talk, and I'll be
it's your ability to be receptive.
Oh my God!
It's your ability to be receptive.
Yeah,
exactly.
You actually know how I feel now. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
not listening to your banter.
Now I know that you know. Because
you're not coming from a good place.
I'm always coming from a good place. It's you. It's your perception of what you think I'm coming from. For some reason,
then what are you
think I'm coming from a negative place.
What do you mean?
I'm not coming from a negative place.
When do you?
People just talk forever and banter instead of getting to the point, and I'll be like, yo, we could have ended this conversation 30 minutes ago if you just said what you were going to say in these last 5 minutes.
And that's not what I was saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about people just being able to vent. Not them having
I don't be caring about them venting. I just wonder, why are you venting? What's the problem?
See, you not being a good.
That's me being good.
Good
Let's get to the issue. Let's
There's
get
no
to the real
issue.
issue
They just
here.
want to talk.
Yeah, maybe they just want to express
I let
themselves.
you talk all the time. I don't know why you keep cutting me off. Let me talk.
I do let you.
Let me vent.
Those narcissistic ways.
No, we're not. We're not gonna do that. No, the word narcissism is banned.
I'm done talking. Next topic.
I'm getting an art piece right here, by the way.
Next
It's
topic.
being made, or I'm gonna just take it one or two.
I should thought about something.
This is all the same
Go,
topic.
Greg.
We was about to talk about the IG people.
Yeah, we are real quick.
Hurry up, Greg. God damn.
Don't rush,
I was gonna give you a
Greg.
nice little compliment. I was gonna say was, it reminds me kind of how when we first met. It took me some time to kind of really understand what's going on. But I think it's your approach that's kind of different than everybody else's. I think that's why everybody kind of look at you. That's like, no, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being.
I know you weren't, but I want to look at you like what? I need to hear the.
No, it's
Funny because it's true.
I know.
Yeah, it's the approach. I don't think you're coming from a negative place. I think it's how you approach it. Everybody else not ready for it.
But that's just Aki.
They don't know how
Aki's
to
charm.
respond to it because you're more direct.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes his place do be.
You're more direct than most people are able to handle.
So funny.
But
thing.
we still love you.
So there was a magazine that never came out of PV called Etched, right? And Lloyd was kind of like over the magazine, and like I came back from Disney. Triple J had worked in the office, and it was some like random like little new girl, right? And what's it called? I came back, right? And I kind of like
talk about my failures.
I came over there I was trying to. They brought me in to help Lloyd to get his failures back on track. So I came in to try to help get back on track. And one of the girls, like, she ain't know, I was gone that whole, like, first little semester I was at Disney. And so when I came back, she, like, transferred. She wasn't, like, she was a sophomore or something like that, but she transferred, And so I guess her and Triple J ain't like each other that much. And they had issues with each other. And so I knew something was wrong when Triple J had the smile of Gremlin when she seen the girl try to like kind of like the girl was trying to like check me or something. I don't know what she got into it with me, and who I was at PV was I had nepotism and I had privilege, and so you wasn't gonna sit here and like talk to me no type of way, especially when we in front of all them,
I remember this. Who is Triple J though in the story?
You know who Triple
He'll tell you off air.
Right.
You know who Triple J is.
I remember. I
you know
remember
who I was
this.
arguing with though.
I remember who you were arguing with.
And
that was another time.
I was arguing with little skinny Minnie.
Right, and that was another time where Aki's kind of personality goes the wrong way.
Well, I had like checked her. And Triple J was laughing and smiling because I guess
they didn't like each other.
Yeah, they didn't like each other. So Triple J was eating it up, and Triple J was eating it up so much that she hopped in and was like, "Girl, you don't know who he, And I was just like,
it was a mess. This
Girl,
is another time where Aki ruined another productive day at work because he wanted to pop off at some girl or whatever. And at this point in time at Edge, we were trying to get free work
to be at the office all the time.
Right, I remember that.
We were trying to get free work
out of the people.
That's why I had the key.
Okay, that's gross.
That's why O-Rock took the key from me.
I'm glad he took the key from you and told me to never give it to you again.
He knew
actually,
that because he seen me bring. He already knew.
And I was like, I don't know
he caught me one night.
And the sad part about it, we all had dorms, so y'all could have did that in the dorm. Y'all didn't need to do the nasty at the job, at the work.
We was trying to work. We was working and
Wait
then.
a minute, I missed that part.
This story turned to.
He was like pop.
I said pop.
That was his dirty terminology
and y'all was talking
for having sex with the girl.
Okay, yeah, I missed that whole exit.
However the case, this was a point in time where we were trying to get free work out of students that were supposed to be getting paid to do the job that they were doing, and I had to.
I got her in line. She started working
with Aki, and
we aligned her correctly.
Okay, I don't know about any alignment that Aki did with her. I don't know anything about that. However, I do know that she did become a productive member, and I appreciate that.
Now, the stupid part is, so she had kissed Taz, right? And we started, like, I can't remember if he kissed her on the lips or on the cheek or whatever, But Orak started calling Taz. He was like, "Oh, he started calling her Kiss Taz, whatever." And we was in the office late night, and we was sitting here like, you know how you banter or whatever, you making fun of it. Taz was the only other person that knew I had popped up, and Taz was like, "She smashed Aki though," and I was just like, "Bro,
Oh my god!"
I was like, what is wrong with you?" I was like,
Yikes.
"Why would you put that out there?" I was like, "I told you this in confidence."
However, we did finish the magazine, and it was just not approved by the people at Prairie View University because they were going for a different marketing scheme.
No,
And
the magazine sucked.
However, the next year, the students got together and did a little snippet of a student magazine in the newspaper, The Panther.
The magazine was trash.
And it was good. That magazine was not
It was
trash.
trash
It
magazine.
was not
Talk bad about her
trash.
stuff like that.
It was trash.
It was not
horrible.
trash.
It was terrible. It needed
How
to
was
be,
it horrible?
It needed to be shredded and thrown away and redone.
We did a lot of.
And they took too long.
We just didn't do a
We should
lot
have popped
of.
out like 3 issues that semester. We only popped out 1, and it wasn't approved, and it took us forever
How
to
do
get
you
that
get
one
people
done.
to work for free?
We had people going. Me and her was, even though we was doing what we was doing, we was in there working at night on it.
Exactly, and
Me
only
and
20%
BG was
of
like the main 2 people working on the layouts.
exactly. Shout out to Brittany Guillory, my main editor, who helped me do all of the graphic design for the thing. I couldn't get Aki to do anything, and then the thing that Aki did was so sexually charged that we had to put a like G-rated tag on it. It was ridiculous. It was about, what was it, like dorm room confessions. That's what he was over.
Look,
Dorm
I
room
didn't do that.
confessions. You did do that.
I
You
didn't
did the
do that
photo
one.
shoot on that. You did. And
I-
you had the
look,
girl
look,
naked.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, I
Naked?
did not do that.
Who did that then, Aki? I didn't do that.
It wasn't me.
That was yours. That
No, it
dorm room
wasn't.
confession was yours.
I wasn't even. I was. What's it called? Copy editor.
The
I didn't even. Me and BG were designing the
at
layouts.
the end of
and
the
stuff.
day, the magazine did not did not shed a nice light on Prairie View. A lot of the stories
really?
were kind of risque, kind of, I did a story called Stripping for Tuition because there were strippers who went to our school.
There were.
And we did
Our
a story
magazine was
called
basically 20
Trapped
questions.
in
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Purple Seats, and we did a lot of stories that was a lot of risque.
So y'all was coming for
PR
people?
was and PR was just like
No
no,
wonder y'all got
not
shut
at that.
down.
Yeah, they
It was
like
Lloyd.
no.
It was Lloyd's fault. And I kept telling him. That's what I said.
No,
The magazine was trash.
At that point in time in my
don't
career,
mean it's trash.
I felt that I needed to be not
Was something
risque.
going on?
Yeah, kind of like
No, I said, was something going on with you? That like you needed to channel that energy?
Spice it up.
I
You know,
guess
like,
so.
were you in a bad relationship? Or
I
something?
wasn't in
You
a bad
mad?
relationship. I wasn't in a bad place. I really, when I look back over what I've done so far, being at Prairie View, I was the most happiest. You know what I'm saying? Especially in
So
my
you just
career.
wanted the tea.
So I just wanted the tea, maybe, and
You
I
just
thought,
wanted to be messy.
and I thought that's what the people would
Wait,
want.
anyways.
But PR was not having
How we
it.
get here? I
Miss
don't even try to talk about this for the
Christy
last 20
Landry
minutes.
did not have it.
All right.
Sorry.
Stop naming these people. They watch the show.
Shout out to Miss Landry.
Oh my God.
She gave me my first thing
Let's
as a
go to the
PR.
Anyways,
IG.
I remember how to explain what he does,
back
but
to
I
what
can
I
leave
was
it
saying.
alone if you
What?
want.
What Aki does?
Yeah. I think I forgot again.
Yeah, leave it alone. Mind your business.
IG.
Anyways,
He do it to prove a point.
prove what point? I ain't proved no point.
No, when you be asking them no questions that really don't be like real questions, you do it to prove a point.
I made a statement and somehow
You been cheated on before?
Lloyd went to a banter.
Okay.
Well,
Or,
no, yeah,
no,
you made a
You
statement
wouldn't
about,
know then. That's how you do your stuff. It be spiteful. It be like spiteful questions.
and that was. I do want to point out that was a very
you
embarrassing
ain't been talking
part
to
of
me
my
all week?
career when that did not come
Continue
forward.
that same energy because I just can't do you no more this week.
Because I was
Okay.
all in
Works for
the
me.
It works for me too.
pictures.
It's fine.
They did a cover story on me and everything in
Lloyd,
for the
will you-
magazine
will
not
you
to
shut
come
up?
out. I'm still
I'm-
venting
I'm-
because
no,
I'm
shut
still
up, Lloyd.
I'm still
He needs to
hurt.
let it out. He needs to let it out. We're gonna have healing.
Anyways,
We're gonna have etched
no,
healing.
no, we're not. We're done with the
need
topic.
that. We need
I'm
that
done.
shit.
Man, Mike.
I turned your mic off.
Oh my god.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
I
didn't see you touch that.
Ain't nothing.
Oh,
Ain't nothing. Yeah.
Go ahead.
He
Oh,
touched the mic.
push
Push it.
you just push the button.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm back.
I was trying
I
to
had
say,
a moment.
IG podcasters, the IG podcast men and women. Like
Oh,
the
I
people,
can't stand
the
that.
people who
Alpha
be. We've been talking about alpha. You just talk about how you need an alpha man, but you
No,
want to be
I
an alpha
didn't.
woman, but you want to
I
lead,
didn't
and
say
then you want
that.
him
You
to
put
lead.
words in my mouth.
You talking about how you don't know how to.
Okay.
You know.
IG podcasters.
Anyways, that's what they be talking about though.
I don't like the IG podcasters. They don't know. They don't do any research before they start talking. They don't watch anything before. I mean, they're just like,
They be talking.
and then they
It be
have
the
all this
relationship
fancy
people
stuff.
and stuff. Yeah, man. I just get mad that they be trying to. Yeah,
They
they
really
do.
are.
And they be, you know, like, I'm just saying, like that one dude I sent y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, when?
Even though I have referenced kind of what he was saying about like the men putting women on layover, I don't like him because I'm like, yo, dog, like he had a whole one talking about narcissism. I'm like, yo, y'all keep talking about narcissism, like you know what a narcissist is, like, or what a real narcissist is, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't. I was like, you run into one, you if you ran into one, you would know, you know. I also don't like everybody's relationship advice, right?
Everybody relationship what?
Who try to give a relationship advice, be like trying to give like you should do this in a relationship and all that. I get mad at that because I'm like, hey, everybody different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all, nobody is looking for the same thing.
Right.
Everyone is
you know,
identifying
nobody
sides.
wants the same thing. Like we all want something different. We all want what we want, and it's up to us and whoever we date to create that relationship and turn it into what we want. Like you got to stay in your own lane, do what you want to do, and know who you are first.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing.
Amen.
Because a lot of people be watching the podcasters and they don't know who they are, and so they take what the podcast is saying like, no, that's me, and it's like it might not be you. What they're saying might sound good, but also what they're saying might just fit the way that they live in their lifestyle. You know,
Exactly.
it might not fit you, your lifestyle, and what your actual beliefs and what you do.
Exactly.
You know,
Context is everything. I keep
Right,
telling people
you know.
that.
And then podcasters, you need to be very cognizant
IG
of
podcasters,
IG podcasters. What y'all need to be very cognizant of. Okay, you're giving relationship advice, but give relationship advice because this worked for you. Can say what worked for you, and
Your
not
perspective.
necessarily put that on other people because I mean you're causing rifts out there. I do believe so. I mean honestly,
they are, and like
Context.
low key, like
It's bad.
never mind. I ain't gonna get that story.
Okay.
Um,
Good job.
My whole thing is just give. For me, I just try to give general advice.
I'm proud of you.
exactly. That's what.
I don't even do like. I hate when people try to tell you what your experience is gonna be like because
Exactly.
if it doesn't happen like that, next thing you know, you said this gonna happen, this gonna happen, this didn't happen, and you said that I stood by your word, and then it and then especially when people have with these
just
large
fucking messy.
platforms be doing that, it's like dog,
Mm-hmm.
that's dangerous when you have a large platform and you telling people what they should expect.
Exactly.
It's like-
Without saying, because it's like
without
oh,
the
go ahead.
proper disclaimers that should be there.
But they don't know them. That's why they can't speak for
They
them.
don't. They want people to take their words as fact and not opinion, and they want people to
Confirmation
apply
bias.
their words as some type of affirmation to their life.
Confirmation bias.
Confirmation bias. That's different. It's new. Never heard of that.
Yeah, I ain't heard. You got me with that one.
one.
No, it's more so it's so who's that? What's the guy name? I can't remember his name. No, it's more so like if you believe
Action
something,
Jackson or something like that.
something like that, right?
Yeah.
If you believe something that's like it's toxic, but you want someone with a larger platform to say the same thing, so you be like, if he said it, he's got a bigger following than I do.
Like Justin LeBoy, whatever his name is. That's what I call him.
All of
Justin
them.
little boy.
All of them,
On Instagram.
wow.
all of them. Like he said it, so guess
Toxic
what?
kings.
I'm gonna keep doing this way because he said it. 'Cause
See, I not only watch the greats, like that's what I liked about Wendy Williams. Even though she's toxic on other people's lives, but when it comes to like different relationship things, she does it like by example. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Context.
Exactly. Like you said, using the word context. Like, you know, I just look at those people, like, and then Oprah, I pattern after those people so I won't make any mistakes. And I feel like a lot of those IG bloggers need to do
You pattern after
so.
Oprah.
I try to pattern after Oprah. Yes, yes.
Shut up.
I
He
love
messed with-
Oprah.
Shut up, Lloyd. I can't believe you said that. Anyway,
You don't like Oprah?
No, I don't.
What did
Anyways,
Oprah ever do to you?
But so going back to the context thing and these bad advice, it's like, yeah, like that's what I've had to struggle with, and that's why I work so hard to like give context, because like people will give you advice, right? They'll say like, you need to speak up more in your relationship. But what if you the
gotta-
person that
sometimes-
always speak up?
Sometimes you gotta shut up in your
So
relationship.
it's like you give a relationship to the wrong person, and now they gonna run with it and be even worse off than they are because there's no context. You know,
I
'cause
need
baby,
a
you
man
need
who
to
gonna
slow
take
down.
care of me I need sex all the time. I need a woman who gonna cook, clean, all that. It's like, bro, like y'all gotta like do you. You know, learn that you live in your capabilities. You ain't got the money to where she can cook, clean all the time.
Exactly.
She can't cook, clean all the time. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's not cheap.
Now,
Now,
if you got some money to where you can pay for at least the cleaning, and they don't take that, that's on them, and that's just how I feel.
Sorry, I just
that
took me out again. See, every time we talk about that, it just take me out.
The cleaning,
cooking and cleaning.
Yeah.
Do you not like cooking and cleaning?
It's just an all day, like it's a job.
You know, to answer y'all's question, I've been avoiding, right?
I'm glad you know, because
let me hurry up and do this. Look, to answer y'all's question, look, I don't mind, right? I never mind, like, I wanted a woman who could cook and clean. That's like in college, you know, that's kind of what I was looking for, right?
Okay.
And I think I got that, right?
Yeah.
But then I started to realize, especially when I moved away from the cooking and cleaning, that I can always get somebody else to cook and clean. And so cooking and cleaning ain't what I should be.
You mean like hire someone?
Nah, not even hire. No, I had like, never mind. I had people cooking and cleaning.
Okay.
I didn't have to have people cook and clean. I had people cook and clean. And yeah, you can, like, yes, in your also in the mantra, like at this point in time in life, yeah, I can hire people to cook and clean and it ain't that expensive. You know, like
okay.
It's not. You can hire somebody to clean. Like
I'm saying continue with your.
I'm just saying like. That is like cooking and cleaning and like other little like housely chores and stuff like that, or like washing cars, oil changes, like all that BS, right? None of that really should be on your list of what I need from a man or woman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
for
it depends on the person, right? Like you said.
No, it shouldn't be on the list at all. Cause like,
why not?
Because in all honesty, if y'all both working, y'all both got money, you can pay somebody to do all that. True. Like my cousin don't do like. They clean. Well, they
some
wash.
People like
they
to
wash
do
clothes,
it,
but they have a maid come in like every week and.
Some people get enjoyment out of it.
What, cooking and cleaning?
Yeah, because they're like, I'm providing for my family.
That's different.
That's what I'm saying. You can't.
No, I'm saying that's
it.
different. That goes back to. I'm not blanketing it. That goes back to on you. If you like to cook and clean, cool, do that. Yeah. I don't want to hear nothing about it though, because
I'm saying, but that might be on their list. You know what I'm saying?
If you like to cook and clean, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's saying that it should.
I'm not saying that shouldn't be like
just
because you like to cook and clean. I shouldn't like you because you cook and clean.
Yeah, but it might still be on my list, right? Like I'm trying to get to
things that you want people to do.
I'm trying to understand why you think it shouldn't be on the list.
I think what he's saying is
that's what I'm trying to understand.
Okay, so all right, so let's.
I want to ask Haki. So.
I'll try. Okay.
Why do you?
Darn, we went over the 3-hour mark.
Whatever.
You're not mad. You be wanting to.
No, I've been trying to keep it like to 3 hours.
Well, yeah. So why? Well, like, tell me why.
Well, now we're here. Welcome to After Hours of I
Overtime.
Like, okay, so are you saying it kind of like you have eligibility requirements and then you have wants? So you're saying like that's an eligibility thing?
It shouldn't be an eligibility thing. It should be a if you got it, I'm happy you got it.
But if you
so you don't care. So you don't care.
I'm saying I used to care back in the day,
yeah,
but I realized like
you realize there's more to a woman than just cooking and cleaning.
There's more than a woman than cooking, cleaning, and sex. Yeah, you're 100%.
Well, if I was a guy, I want it.
You said what?
If I was a guy.
No. Granted, yes, like a woman who can cook. Yeah, like I do. Like I definitely want it. Yes, 100%. Like I want it. A woman who can clean. Yeah, I want it.
But it's not on your list, so that's why I'm confused.
I'm saying she don't have to for me to be happy with her.
Okay.
Like
so
for me to want her.
For you.
Oh, no, it's not. It's a want. It's not a need.
Okay. So you want a
I don't
woman
need
to
you
be
to cook and clean. I would want, but I don't need.
Okay. So now you want your women to be more ambitious?
Like, what do you mean by ambitious? Like,
I mean, not necessarily ambitious in like just working or having a career, but like ambitious is like far as like having, I don't know, a spouse or
like what do you want then?
Or they're ambitious about shopping.
See, that's what
what do you want?
That right there is what I'm talking about. Talking about what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
Cooking and cleaning shit like.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm asking what do you want because that's different. I've never heard that before.
What I don't want cooking and cleaning?
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. Like, what do you want then? If that's not on your list, what is on your list? Because I'm confused.
Love languages, right? cooking and cleaning would go into love language of act and service, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for somebody to truly accept that, they either their love language has to be act and service also, or B, they have to be able to accept love in forms of acts and services. You know?
Okay.
I genuinely enjoy just quality time with somebody, like hanging out, going somewhere, like going on adventures, doing stuff, and physical touch. Therefore, if one of those two things is not your love languages, we're most likely never going to be able to, like, truly feel you're never going to be able to, like, fill the void I need, you know?
Fulfill your needs.
Yeah, fulfill my needs. And so, even with my baby mama, like, that was half the battle right there, because she's an acts and service person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she can cook, she can clean, which kind of made me mad, because, like, she made Thanksgiving dinner last year. It was, like, the first time she ever cooked it, right? And the only reason I was over there is because my son, you know, daddy, you know. But I was like, hey, I ate the turkey, but I took the whole turkey home. I want to take the whole ham home. I was about to take everything home, because I was like, why you ain't never cooked? Why we always had your mama and everybody else cooking dinner? I know you should have been the only one cooking Thanksgiving dinner, you know. Like, that's how good it was. And I was mad at that point.
I'm confused why you mad, because you don't care about it.
Because the food was that good. That's why.
But you don't care about it.
I care about good food. We're not going to say that.
I'm getting
I
confused.
could have had it all these years.
Right. That's what I'm
How
saying.
dare you take the cake from me?
10 Thanksgivings, and this is the one that when we over, you want to pull this out?
You didn't want me
I
to
ain't
cook.
gonna lie. I'll be salty
You
too.
didn't want me to
Now
cook
you
it
want to
for
pull
me?
it.
I'll be
she
salty
cooked
too,
all
low-key,
the
though.
time.
No, I'm saying
Oh.
based off your little thing.
No, I'm saying
I'm
she
like,
cooked all the
you
time.
didn't care.
But I think what Aki is saying is important. As long as you have those same love languages, like he likes to be touched on, and
I like
he likes
time,
to
like spending, like
spend
honestly.
time and go on adventures
So
together.
I used to think physical touch was my like top one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's really not. It's more so quality time.
It's quality time.
Yeah, they can easily get confused.
Yeah, and it's quite. I really like just like spending time with people in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I get mad when my friends don't show up and stuff, because I'm like, hey yo, like no, I actually like, you know, genuinely, like, I don't want to be here by myself.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I invited y'all out, you know, like that's why. Like, Camille was gonna ditch on me, and she was
No,
like,
I just wanted to feel.
I was like, yo, I was
things out.
Camille,
It's late. 11
I was like,
p.m.
I will
on
be
Sunday.
angry if you don't show up.
Because everybody else flaked.
No,
And I
that's
would have
a
been the
hard
last
time
straw.
to
That's what you
make.
told me on the phone.
No. I said.
No, you told me that in person.
I said everybody before you had flaked.
Exactly.
So had
I
you
was going to be
flaked-
the last.
No, I still would have been mad had you flaked out.
Aki, Sunday Fun Day starts at 8.
I would have been pissed.
Wait, 8 p.m.?
Had you not
Yes.
come.
Sunday Funday starts at 11, 12, 1.
You're right. So I mean, everyone, if you invited a go out type of person, they would have been out since like 12, and then you want them to be out at like midnight. Come on, I am exhausted.
Hey,
And people got work.
Camp was going. I don't want to hear none of that.
I know campus
Camp
lit,
was going.
but you would have to really
Hey,
nap
woo,
the whole day
it was
after
going.
church.
You know
in
how many
order to be
bottles I
ready for
seen?
nap.
I seen about $6,000 worth of bottles flying around.
That's
Because they
crazy.
got those
Actually,
new bodies.
really 10,000.
They can stay up that late.
Exactly. This right here is
They can
old
operate on
body.
2 hours
It was some
still.
40-plus-year-old men next to
It
us.
wasn't that many.
They were the whole table next to us.
That's one table.
The table next to them was all
I told
drug
you
dealers
that one
too.
side was a portion of the rest of the crowd.
They was all 40-year-old men. Who like to go out on Sunday.
What I've noticed is that the older people are the ones who are really out.
All right, we're not talking
Honestly.
about you right now. Anyways, so like I was
It's very
saying,
interesting.
Child,
Though. I mean, like
yes.
technically, you need all 5 love languages. You just have priorities. So I just find it interesting. I feel like
I agree with you.
I feel like I'm still like missing the mark on what you're saying, but I'm going with it.
about what
Yeah, I'm just accepting the fact that like it's not a priority for you.
what I'm saying is you
But
cooking
when you
it.
say it, I think that you don't want it at all. Like it don't matter to you.
No.
But I think you still technically do care.
What
So I'm confused.
I can.
Cause it's like me, I need it.
So do
'Cause
I?
it's like,
Hold
at
on,
the end of the-
no.
oh, go
Do I
ahead.
want a woman who can cook and clean?
Cause it's like, say y'all lose money one day, you know, like I always think like how you were talking about, like right, all you need is love.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if all we got is love,
I ain't got money now.
how we gonna eat?
Exactly.
I eat
How
off
are we
love
gonna-
How the
right
house
now.
gonna be clean?
I eat broke right now.
Huh?
I eat broke and go out to eat now. We can
Yo,
go
mama.
lunch. We can go lunch. What's my mama? You think my mama do something?
I'm not gonna be one to eat out all the time.
My mama don't do. What you talking about? My mama? Why
I
you
don't
bring
know.
in this?
Maybe I was wrong.
You 100% off.
But I'm just saying, I
What?
don't want to eat out all the time. You know? Like, I'm not going to want someone to come in the house and cook all the time, and I'm not going to want to eat out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm like, I can't cross it off my list. But that's
I
you,
can
though.
cook good enough.
But that's you.
I can cook good enough for the times that you don't want to eat out. If you can't cook, I can say that.
And what about cleaning?
Again, maid service.
You can hire my cleaning service, Sir Charles Cleaning Service.
I'm not
You
hot.
have one?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, you clean?
Yeah, I do.
I got some stuff for you to do, buddy.
Oh,
Oh,
Why
yeah.
you signed up for that?
Oh,
Right, exactly.
Lord, hey, man. Look.
Okay, my rate's $75 an hour.
You got me messed up.
But that's interesting.
You about to clean, though.
I feel you. I feel like
I got
cooking-
you. I give you 75, but that's about where the buck stops.
So I think what I need from you to like help me get over this hump, what is important to you? Outside, okay, we got the quality time, we got the affection. But like, you know, if you were to list out your girl, what is on there?
I'm not building a woman. I keep telling you this. You keep trying to have me build a woman on here. This is the third time you done try to have me
Because
build a
I'm
woman.
curious. We talk about ours.
I just want a woman who's gonna do stuff with me. I literally just want somebody who's gonna spend time with me. I
You need more
to
than that,
spend
because as soon
time.
as they do that, you're gonna be complaining about something else.
Like what?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I don't know what you want.
I need to
What you
spend time,
need?
and the box better be great.
Lies.
That's the best way to keep me. Box is great. We spend time together. That's not a lie.
I
You need more
don't-
than that.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
not.
I could see that. I could see that being Appy. I could see that making Aki happy because
If you
Aki
can
happy
cook
because I
just
know
a
it's
tad
hard.
bit, we good.
Yeah,
Like,
but what if she arguing with you? What if she don't want to work? What if she dressed like this? What if she do this? What if she do that? All this negative stuff, but she do those two things though.
what makes
You
it
gonna
so-
be
I don't
good?
I don't have an issue with the way women dress.
I'm just
good.
throwing things out there that
No,
could
I'm
potentially.
letting you know I
I'm
don't
saying like,
have
say she do everything else you don't like, but she do those two things. Is that okay?
You said everything else I don't like.
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. Whatever you don't like, that's why I kept it vague, because I don't know what you like and dislike. That's what the
You
question's
asked me
about.
what I like. You didn't ask me what I dislike.
Well, what do you dislike?
I didn't want to ask you what you dislike because I want to know what you like.
Girls who don't want to have sex.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty big. That's important.
But I'm just saying, you know, that's why I
Girls
said
who don't have no
lie.
time to hang out. Like,
Okay.
But yeah, they go for quality time.
yeah, like, yeah. If you ain't got no time for me, like, it's a
You
little
don't
bit.
make an effort to see me.
Um,
What's the point?
I'm not gonna argue with nobody, so that'd be like my main thing. I'll be telling people.
Aki, I believe you would love to argue in
No,
a
I don't.
relationship.
I done told
honestly.
every-
That's
you
how
can-
he be acting.
You can
sometimes.
ask everybody who I've like recently have had conversations with.
You
What
could
if?
ask
told
me, I would
everybody.
say yeah.
What if
You're
acting?
different.
What if
I allowed,
arguing?
I
had
allowed you.
conversations
No,
with
no,
you.
no, no. Not that type of conversation.
What kind of conversation?
Like a conversation of maybe we should talk, maybe we shouldn't.
Oh, people you want to talk to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I've let
Your
everybody know
persona
up front.
portrays
We can
something
have
else.
conversations. I'm not arguing with you. I only argue with you for sport.
No, I'm saying what times when you do have stuff, that's your persona talking. Because you be trying to act like you like toxic. Because you be like, ooh, yeah, hit me. Ooh, yeah, you do this. You be doing that. And that's why I be like,
No, the hitting
You be-
and stuff. That's a different. That's
yeah, but most
that's
of the times,
it's not. It's not. I like it in a relationship. It's
yeah, but
the
at the
hitting
same,
stuff turns into something else. I just want you to realize.
yeah, but
that.
most times with the hitting, you're yelling too.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm
not
not.
you. I'm talking
So
about the
even
woman.
if you're a little,
No, not.
what if
And you
y'all's
be
a little
like-
But I've told you
banter?
about
You get
arguments.
excited. You
I've
get
told
excited.
I've told you about arguments I had in the past
Yeah,
with
it's
women, and I've
exciting.
like just.
But I'm
dead.
saying your persona. That's why I say your
No,
persona
but I've
likes
told
it.
you about like the times I've had arguments with like a significant other, and I've just like dead looked at them and gave
And
them no
I'm
response.
saying, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your persona portrays that you like toxicity and yelling. So that's why I say if you ask me,
I like
based on the
toxic flirting.
conversations we had, I would say yes.
Toxic flirting, yeah, I like that.
But in real life, you don't.
I don't like. No, I'm not gonna argue about like. I'm not trying to argue and fight with you. Nothing serious.
That's your Jekyll and Hyde.
If we're being stupid about some stuff, then okay. But I'm not about to sit here and like, if you have like a legit like rah, rah, and you're angry about something, I'm not about to sit here and yell back and forth with you, because at that point, and neither one, nothing's gonna get solved.
Yeah.
So if we can't talk calmly,
Agreed.
I'm not gonna try to talk to you about it at all.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you're yelling and it's something that I don't necessarily care about or think is like a serious matter, I might like pick at you back.
So do you
or
need
something.
a beta female?
You said a beta?
A beta female?
No. She can
What
be
do you
an
want?
alpha female.
What do you want?
She just gotta learn that she not the alpha over here.
So you need someone to I mean, you can't have two alphas.
Yeah, you can.
Someone has to submit to the other.
Right. So you can have two alpha. You can be the alpha.
So y'all gonna take turns
outside of this relationship.
I'm talking about in the relationship, Aki. In the relationship.
No, she can't really.
Okay.
It wouldn't work because I'm too headstrong.
You want to
So you would have to be able to go along with what I want to do, you know? But I still need you to be an alpha in the sense of I am going to have questions or come to you to be like, hey, do you think this makes sense? So I need you to know, like, if something makes sense or not.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I don't like those terms. But I don't have other terms to.
I got you. I feel you. I feel you.
Well,
but yeah, if you
I'll
can.
try again another day.
What? To build a woman?
Yeah.
I didn't just build one. Y'all didn't.
You did build one
it's
a
vague.
little bit.
How?
It's vague because I don't
I
know
just
if you
said
would.
she can cook
Right.
a little bit.
What if the woman would like? Oh yes, like she's feeling like real high sexual, and she comes in, she puts you down, she starts grinding on you and stuff like that.
I'm good.
I
with
feel
that.
like you would like that too.
No, we can do that every day.
But I feel like you would also like to be on her as well. So it's kind of like I don't know.
Don't it go both ways?
I
thought there was.
sometimes
I thought what you was describing
We
was
not
both
in your
ways.
brain. That's the point.
Oh,
We're trying to
yeah.
get
Ain't that both ways?
information.
That's not. I thought that was both ways.
sometimes women can do it both ways.
I mean,
Sometimes they feel submissive.
Either I'm
Sometimes
gonna
they
attack
feel more
or you gonna
dominant.
attack. One of us is going to attack. Well, first
Yeah,
off,
It's a personality thing, though.
yeah. It
actually,
is.
I take that back.
Like alpha women can do that
They're-
and pull
they're-
back, but if you're a beta woman,
yeah.
you might not have that
This is
characteristic.
why I said I need.
Right.
But that's why I said like an alpha woman. Yeah.
Okay, so an
'cause-
alpha woman.
Yeah.
But you're the alpha of the house.
Right.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
feel
she
like
can
an
come
alpha
jump on
woman
it,
can
but
feel.
she just as long as she knows she's gonna get bucked at one point.
I feel like a alpha woman can be submissive
They
at,
can.
Yeah,
at one
definitely.
point. Yeah,
They do.
so
They can. If women feel taken care of and protected and secure and everything, they're good.
they'll
But
have a submissive
but my
role.
thing is when it's just like if you have an alpha, like they're not gonna want to submit. So
I
that's
feel
why I
like-
feel like it got confusing for me.
I feel like no. If you have an alpha, they'll submit. They just
Not all of them.
yeah. They
It has to be a
will.
good fit.
It's a specific type. I feel like you
They
know?
have. They will submit. You have to have all the things that they need to submit, though.
Yeah.
I hear that, but in my fundamental definitions of alpha in my
and beta,
brain,
you think they just won't submit?
alpha is an alpha, whether they're male or male. So it's just like they both.
I feel like
gonna
an
be
alpha
button.
male can be submissive as well.
Huh?
I feel like an alpha male can be submissive as well.
Yeah, but I think of that as a different type of alpha male. So when I think of like top, I'm like budding. But then you have the ones that can adapt,
Right.
adaptive alpha. You know,
Okay.
that's how I think about it.
Okay.
So if you're not adaptive alpha, you don't adapt. So I'm the head. Because I know women who like they run it. And there is no ifs, ands, or buts. So they could not be with an alpha male
Okay, so
because
In
they
that
not
sense.
backing down.
in that sense, like
So that's why I thought about it
I
like
kind of
that.
hate. I'm with you. I hate these terminologies now.
Yeah, that's why I need new terms.
Cause like, well, I'm
I
like,
have to add like adjectives to it.
cause like,
Because no, I don't think no one person is black and white anyway. So yeah.
Some people.
again, I mean, I'm with you. I can see how you're saying like if a woman is like strong,
Yeah.
and a man strong,
Yeah,
with a
it
baby-
ain't gonna work.
I got
Right.
you. I got you. I can see where that clash is.
But adaptive.
I think one of those two people, or both, have to know when they need to adapt and adjust. And I think that
because it's a dance.
well, I think it comes with
dance.
the emotional
It's a
maturity of
tango.
understanding that hey, we're both headstrong.
Emotional intelligence.
We can either butt heads together or we can put both our heads together and we can tear some shit up.
There you
know?
go, Greg. Greg said it. Emotional intelligence. That's what you need and to be successful in your relationship,
what I
I
just
believe.
said?
So.
He did.
Okay.
I just
you
gave it a different
defined
term.
it.
I
He
gave it a
gave the
different term.
term.
I gave it a different term. It's the same thing.
Oh yeah, because I would have been like, you just say those words. You know. How I
Being
am.
able to
I
read.
feel like I
the
did.
room.
What I
You
said?
did. No,
I
you
said
You
did.
emotional.
explained it.
No, I said
Yeah.
emotional. What did I say?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember you saying.
Oh, emotional mature. That's
Yeah.
what I said.
Same thing. Yeah,
Emotionally
same
mature.
thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. We both are. Being able to read the room, and knowing when to fall back and when to step forward.
Greg, what
Yeah.
you want? Did we talk about that before?
We did. What,
Okay.
We
I
didn't
thought so.
talk about what I want. I mean,
I thought we touched on it, but I guess we didn't go in detail.
Yeah, remember I brought Greg on because y'all tried to ambush me.
I feel like Greg could do an alpha woman too. Like I feel like he'll let her.
I think
ride it.
honestly, for me, I think I just honestly, like I said, I keep quality time is important. I like words of affirmation. I like to know, okay, I'm doing good, cool. I'm doing bad. Just let me know, but not be, a douche about it. Just be real with me, because I like directness. I like people to tell me exactly what's going on, what I need to do. If I'm messing up somewhere, don't be like, yeah, you doing great, sweetie. This mother here ain't doing nothing for me.
I'll talk behind your back.
Yeah, passive aggressive. I hate passive aggressiveness.
Yeah,
I hate that. So, I think honestly, my biggest thing is if, like I said, if we put our minds together, you can't, because I don't know who I can just push over. That's defeats the purpose. That's no fun.
Would you be the dominant one in your relationship, or would it be an equal thing?
I personally feel like it's better if it's equal.
Okay,
That's just my personal thing. I mean, I don't think one person by themselves. I mean, one person by themselves can take someone. You can carry a squad.
You can what?
You can carry a squad for a long time, but at some point, you're gonna need to fall back, even go further.
But majority of the time,
So it's just.
I'm with you, Greg. I don't want to push over either. And the funny thing is, the one thing I hated about like me and my baby mama's relationship, right? Everybody, like, for some reason, even her parents thought she was like a pushover, and I was like, y'all don't know this girl at all. I was like, she is by far like from being able to be pushed over anything,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, she one of them people who like she quiet and smile, and so everybody thinks she's some nice, like, sweet, quiet person. I'm like, no. I was like, no, she's not. She's not some sweet, quiet. I was like, she has a whole.
So she put on a persona too.
Yeah, she be put on.
Because your persona is aggressive, but you really not like that when you get to know you for real.
No.
You're really nice.
Stop telling people that.
You're really nice.
You're really a
and you
nice
really be
person.
making sense, but then that's
You're
why I
saying
get
the
mad at you,
quiet part
because
out
you be
loud.
putting on this little fake stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like the DJ
It's annoying.
Khaled.
You're still the quiet part out
sh-
loud.
I'm acting. Stop it.
It's
Okay.
annoying.
He's
But
a
whatever.
film guy. He got to do it for
You're right. I'm acting.
So then your baby mama, she put on like she nice. So she the opposite of you. You're the opposite.
Y'all actually should get back together now y'all listening. Now that I'm listening to everything.
We're not
Like, it's,
sexually compatible.
Why? You need to. She's giving little and you need more.
You need more than
Or
what
is
she
it the
gives?
opposite?
Or is it what she the opposite?
She's not giving you enough.
She's not giving
I mean,
me enough. Yeah, you're right.
You're not giving her
No,
enough.
you was right. She's not giving me enough. I can never not give a woman enough. I've proven that point already.
And on that note, thank you guys for tuning in.
No, we ain't peacing
Thank
out yet.
you.
Nah, I'm not done yet. Y'all not gonna cut me off.
I mean, we
No,
might as
I'm
well
not
wrap it
done.
up.
No, I'm not done. I'm not after these 3 months of clubbing, I have found myself again. I am
3
going to be a
months of
club
clubbing.
hero.
Okay.
I'm about to be a club hero again. I'm going back to my clubbing life. With sections and bottles on me. Club hero. I'm coming. I'm gonna bring my club hero shirt next to this.
I'm
It's
down.
club hero.
Get it out now.
Look,
Bottles
you have
on
to bring.
Aki.
Look, you got to bring something to the table if you're gonna come.
I'll bring the girls, of course.
No, it's my job.
Oh, that's your job? Okay. Well, not enough girls.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can. Yeah, we can both do it. We both
Okay,
got
we
the role.
both. Okay.
As long as he know we both doing it. As long as he both know we doing it.
Right. We're both.
Cause he
doing it.
ain't gonna look at me like what you bring.
Oh, exactly. Exactly.
I brought girls.
You bring a girl.
I brought myself. That's my
You
role.
bring you.
My job is to bring me.
You
You can
and
have
one
it.
other.
Actually,
You,
I take it back.
You bring you and one other.
I bring me
Because you didn't bring all the women you supposed to bring.
because you was complaining.
I didn't.
Don't
you know what?
complain.
You're right. My fault. My bad.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. I apologize.
Cause like when you said second bottle on the phone, you was talking about y'all gonna buy a bottle. So I was like, I don't want no second bottle because I ain't buying one.
I was
Exactly.
joking about
Don't
that.
joke with me because I take that stuff seriously.
You know
Yeah.
I wasn't going
Because if somebody
and
said
then
it,
y'all
they're
didn't
not
buy me
gonna
no
use
shots
it.
like you said you was gonna do.
I didn't
And
say
the
you
girls
said we
that
were
I'm
gonna get you
gonna
something. It's your
bring-
birthday.
I got
The girls that I bring, they're gonna be like, we could buy a bottle, it's whatever.
I'ma talk
Then they're
to
gonna dub you
Huh?
as
Oh,
like
sorry. I did say
the
that.
guy with no money.
Sorry, I got a little too comfortable. See, we
You
should have
did.
peaced out.
Anyway,
Peace out.
All right,
See, you might as
y'all.
well just cut it when he
I
said
am.
peace.
I'm cutting it now. The club hero coming soon. Yes. All right, we'll see y'all.
Bye.
Peace out, guys. Bye.